which depending, we'll either still be doing live stream or we'll be done with the live stream.
Nope, they ain't gonna let us turn it sideways. We're gonna have to do it up and down. Crackheads. We're live now, so everything y'all say is gonna be recorded, just so you know.
Well, I tell people I have a big heart and a foul mouth, so we'll see how much I can rein that in.
So do I need to bring this back?
Yeah, we'll zoom in a little bit. Let's see here.
Make sure you see your chair.
Yeah, I've got both of them in there. It's the grumpy farmers all over again, man. Hi, YouTube!
All right.
Is it go home yet?
I don't believe it's time to go home. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're all right.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, we're good. We got good pens.
Pens and notes.
They've been
Yeah.
provided.
Okay.
Probably not enough caffeine.
All right. Good morning, fellow YouTube humans. It is the Poogaroo / Mad Scientist here, live at the grand reopening of the Giving Box. I have with me Tanya, not Tucker, but
Buck.
Buck, like the deer, Buck. So she is involved with the thrift store down the street called the Nifty Thrifty. We're kind of in a handshake partnership where we're going to be helping each other out.
We collaborate a lot.
Yeah. So, what is the Nifty Thrifty?
Okay, so we've had the Nifty Thrifty for, this is month 5. I think of us as being really a community thrift store. So that's really the point for me. Like,
Yeah.
it's not about, as long as we can make what we have to make to be able to keep functioning, we're happy. We have a food pantry, and it's shelf-stable food,
Okay.
which is part of what I love about what he does, is that he has a full pantry, which we're hoping that you guys will all out there help us continue to keep full.
Right. Right.
But that, when I say full pantry, that means he has refrigerated, he has frozen, he's got shelf-stable, just like I do. And then we also partner with Salvation Army and many
Right.
churches and anyone else who needs things. If you need it and it's not in your budget to have it, come see us, because we will definitely give it to you and make sure that everybody around here can get whatever they need to be able to live comfortably.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Being able to live comfortably.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to have to struggle, and I know how things have progressed over the last several years. Money's gotten tight for everybody. I see it amongst my neighbors that I interact with, and most of the items we'll probably be able to get at a reduced price or or free. So,
Yeah.
you know, we just keep that in mind. She does have to make her money so that she can pay her rent and her lights and everything like that. And as far as money goes, the Giving Box can accept monetary gifts, and it would be used for upkeep, as far as like paying the electricity for the refrigerator and the freezer, buying bulk items like toilet paper or paper towels, you know, or if
Personal care needs.
you know, personal hygiene needs, personal care, things to help neighbors out. So, and if I don't have it,
I might have it. So speaking of the monetary gifts, there's many ways that you can do that. You can do it either directly to Quentin here at the Giving Box, or you can earmark things through the Nifty Thrifty, which allows a lot of us, because a lot of us don't carry cash when we do. You would even have the option to be able to do things on a card. You can reach out to him and he can put you in contact with me, or you can come directly to the Nifty Thrifty. We're down by White Marsh, so a little bit past White Marsh, and actually in Hayes, Virginia. So it's all Gloucester, it's all up.
Do you have the address right off the top of your head?
It's right.
I
It's
might.
right. It's by
Oh.
Franktronics. Everybody knows.
Right across the
Franktronics.
street.
Right across from Franktronic.
Yeah, if you Google Franktronics and you see Franktronics and all his Halloween light shows, and I think he's fixing to change over to Christmas shows.
We are at 7057 Linda Circle in Hayes. So the address is on there. My cell phone is also on the card, which if you pause the video, if you
Can't see
replay it, I think you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
You can get the number that way, or you can just look it up. But either way,
It's too dark. Okay, let me put it in
but
chat.
today is really absolutely about how much I love this man and what he does. You know, like to open your yard, open your heart to giving just people what they need. You know, he doesn't quite take enough credit for it. But I can tell you that we're back. I consider me part of the wheel a little bit. We're back, and it'll be better than ever because we will be making sure that it is stocked. And now he's got many people in our community wanting to do the same thing. And if it's missing here and you become aware of it and it's something you need, please pass that along too. So between the Nifty Thrifty, our community partners, which we actually have a few that we'll be talking about later, and also just what we get through here. Just it's an amazing thing to be a part of. It's really fun. He's fun and goofy, as you guys know. So it's lots of fun.
So a lot of y'all know I've been doing the giving box for quite a while now. I rebuilt the structure last year from a small, what was it, about a 5x5 little outhouse looking thing to begin with. And originally, I got the idea from a channel on YouTube called Goodful, Goodful. There was a lady on there that has what she calls a free food fridge in what people would consider a food desert, meaning that there's no fresh sources of vegetables or fresh ingredients to make stuff with. It's all like convenience stores and highly manufactured food products and stuff like that. So it came across my YouTube feed, and it rang real deep with me that, you know, I have access to all kinds of different things. I mean, I had building materials, and people just gave me all kinds of odd items. So I put it all together and started that little shed thing. And I think it was about maybe a year and a half or so later after that is when I decided to increase it to the size that it is now. And I think it was September whenever I finished the build on it and actually did the grand opening of it. So it's been over a year. And I think with your help, we have filled this thing up at least 5 times over. And I've lost count on fingers and toes of how many different families we have helped out. It's just awesome sauce. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, no, I'm going to link that video in the description later. Once I get done with this, because I'm actually using my phone to record now, so to do the live stream on. So if you are actually trying to get in touch with me, you'll just have to come by the house or wait until I'm done with the live stream, because my phone's running the go here. But Vivek FF003 says hi 4 times. Hello.
All the hellos.
Hello, hello, hello.
So right
Okay.
around when I met Quentin, he had come in and asked if I had known about what he did, and I said I have no idea who you are. So he told me a bit about who he was and what he did, and I felt passionate about it. So I probably both make him happy and aggravating because I'm always suggesting things.
Well, I need somebody to kind of just, give me new ideas occasionally and keep me from, getting some tunnel vision.
So when he said he was getting ready to redo it, I think you should talk a little bit about when you made the plans to redo it. He was supposed to be shut for a while. He was supposed to be shut until spring.
Yeah, well,
but as you see, he got done fast, and here we are.
Well, things happen, and schedules progress, and here we are. So but no, I put it together to begin with to do the best I could with what I had until I can do better. So I got a lot of response from you guys. Like I said, we filled it up about 5 times over already, and we've helped countless families. So I was like, I got to looking at it one day, and I was just, it's kind of rough looking. So I decided that I was going to remodel it, and so I shut it down, and you guys lost your minds. No, don't shut it down, don't shut it down. That's what I've seen everybody in the comments saying. No, I said, it's not permanent. I said, I'm going to remodel it a little bit. I said, try to make it better, because the initial ramp that was here was a little sketchy, and there were some rough spots and some dirty spots that were a little needed a little bit of attention. So I decided to know, hang on just a moment. My assistant says that they want to know the location of the giving box. Okay, I'll give you the address real quick. It is 9083 Davenport Road, Gloucester, Virginia. If you have trouble with that, I'll get my assistant to put the address in the comments section. Y'all can come by and check it out. So it's 9083 Davenport Road, Gloucester, Virginia, 23061. And also, if you would like to send correspondence, you can use that address to mail correspondence here as well. Thank you. So
Housekeeping. You were talking about you were able to build it. Okay, so,
yeah, so
hold on. He came to me,
okay,
and he said, I want colors. The wilder, the better.
there you go. So I was going to improve it, and I knew it needed paint, so I decided, you know what? Let me go up there to the Nifty Thrifty. So I went and talked to Tanya, and I said, do you have any paint? She said, yes.
Hold on, I didn't even tell you. Okay, so the colors in here, some of them came from my house.
Mm-hmm.
So the purple in there is one of our bathrooms.
Oh my.
The teal, I can't remember what the teal is. I think it was like a trim or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so some of the colors, I never even got to tell him, like Fred, the business partner I have, he said, yeah, that's the bathroom color. So yeah, some of the things actually have this a personal connection to us. It's literally from our house. It's not just from our business.
Well, that's the thing is we are neighbors helping neighbors, and
Absolutely.
y'all, I know everyone on Nextdoor that keeps track of me has heard me say it. I'm just a neighbor helping out my neighbors. So, I asked her, I was like, hey, you got any paints you don't need? I said, the wilder the colors, the better. You know what? I wanted to kind of make it brighter because it was just kind of drab and raw in here. So now, we've added some color to it, and on the outside,
like 10 colors.
well, on the outside of it from the street, you can see we're a little bit patriotic, so we got a little red, white, and blue out there too, and we got the sign repainted as well. So
the sign looks fabulous.
I may have to get in touch with my Richmond artist and get her to repaint the giving box for me. I had her do me a little 10 by 10. Should have brought it out. It's okay.
My oldest child, he's a Star Wars podcaster, and he's also an artist. So we'll have to talk with him too about when he comes to visit, see what he can do to make something cool here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Eric.
Hey,
I
Eric.
sent him a link. I don't know if he's watching it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has a, if you don't mind, he's got a, his podcast is Honest to Claude. So it's a Star Wars reference. So it's Honest, Toklauud. But anyway, he's an artist. He does a lot of things. So I just popped in my head. You said artist. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But that's how the things go here. Like, I have an idea. I suggest it to him and tells me yes, no, or wow, that's crazy. I think I like it. And he suggests things to also make our store better and better. We've been reorganizing and not exactly remodeling, but it's crazy. So he's been there and given some wonderful ideas, and I put him to work frequently helping me.
Well, I mean, you know, I had whenever I shut down the giving box, I had a bunch of items in here from neighbors anyway. So that's originally why I went down to the Nifty Thrifty. Was I was going to take all the donations and everything down there, and Tony was originally the guy that was running it, but now it's been turned over to Tanya and Fred, and they are running the Nifty Thrifty now. So
We changed a lot of things. Like,
well,
before he did do some community kind of things, but it just wasn't his focus.
yeah.
Whereas with us, it's absolutely our focus. So,
It's fine. I mean, it's
just a different way of doing it. But
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
we
yeah.
do it really runs and coincides. Like, it can work together, it can work separate.
nice. Shauna Lindy, giving box looks amazing. Thank you.
He works
Hey.
his butt off.
And Shauna, thank you for building the seed exchanger for me. You are the bomb diggity with that thing.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Shauna has added in the little seed exchanger for us. Just interjecting here a little bit. The seed exchanger is going to be for like garden seeds and whatnot. I've got like a bunch of leftover watermelon seeds that I can add in there, and I've got some cabbage and some broccoli and various other kinds of different seeds, and I just need to organize a vermin-proof way to keep the seeds in the seed exchanger and a way to label them properly. I do have another neighbor, DK. They are offering to print out labels for this if we can get them a list of what we want to do and how we want to do it. But I'd like to get something that, you know, everybody can just go in there and look and say, all right, I want pumpkin seeds or I want watermelon seeds, and you know, you just pick up like maybe a little box or something and say it's got like Jubilee seeds in it, or you know, jack-o'-lantern seeds in it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody has any ideas, please let me know on YouTube, or you can let me know on Nextdoor comments, or you can personal message me on Nextdoor if you like, or even come by and see me. You know, so yeah. So Shauna, thank you for that. If anybody has about a 4-foot by 3-foot square cabinet that's about 3 feet tall, I could use it. I want to put it up underneath it so that it can sit on it, and we'll have a place to so you don't have to crouch down to get into the seed exchanger. It's I know some of our older farmers don't have that ability anymore. They like raised beds, and I'm getting to where I like them too. So, but you know, we'll just kind of want to do that right there
Now,
for the seeds.
now, speaking about like how some of us have limitations, physical limitations and things like that. We were talking earlier, I actually made a few notes, talking about some of the things that our people need. So we do need a lot of winter wear. We're going into the winter. It felt cold as could be this morning, but you know, it starts warming up
Yeah.
and you start forgetting how cold it's going to be later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking a lot about we really need hats, scarves, gloves, and coats. But more specifically, we started talking about what do people need that you don't necessarily see. So I'm talking about long johns and stuff for layering, you know, because a lot of our people are either elders that are
Hoodies.
farming.
Hoodies
yes.
are good. Flannel shirts, thick. I guess the farmer shirts maybe. I guess it's flannel or denim. Denim is the word I was looking for. Like
Okay.
denim type
Yeah.
shirts that some of us older guys like wearing those, and some of the other guys like wearing hoodies that are pull over or zip up. Either way.
But a lot of people, it's a necessity for what they do. It's not just, oh, we would like someone to be comfortable. We're talking about it's a necessity that you need to be able to layer because you're a farmer, because you work outside. A lot of these people work construction, or
Mhm.
they might be like some of us and just be a person who gets colder.
Yeah.
So, we do mainly service, although we want to serve everybody that needs it, we do
Yeah.
mainly service the elder population, and we want to make sure that those people get the respect that they deserve and the things that they need. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to sacrifice
Comfortable.
something else
To a
because
degree.
you don't have it.
Yeah.
So, because of that, when people come to the Nifty Thrifty, basically I feel out what they need based on my conversation, because I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And I start to realize what they need, and I try to make them leave with what they need. So everything there, when we do sell it, is super cheap.
Yeah.
It's super cheap. But it's not about that. They could tell me they just need it.
She should charge more. She really should. But at the same time, she has it in her heart, just like me, to help our neighbors in need. Okay, we ain't here to gouge nobody.
No.
We got bills to pay just like you guys.
Honestly, since I got, I want to give a shout out to somebody else who has been a partner to us too. Okay. So I've got a friend named Chris. I call him my little nerdling because he has nerd shops in up in Tappahannock. Is that up or down?
North.
Okay. See, I don't have I have trouble with directions. He's
You're
learning
good.
that. Okay, so north in Tappahannock, there's a place called Acme Antiques, and I actually have a booth in there where I sell glass. He's got nerd stuff that he sells, and when I say that, we're talking like superheroes and random things, stuff from the 60s and 70s.
Okay.
So what he did was he gave me basically 2 trailer loads full of glass.
Okay.
So Pyrex and all those things. So honestly, having those things makes it even easier for me to give the things away that I've been given.
Mm.
So I've got like the more expensive glassware that I still sell at a discount, probably still less than it should be. But it stabilizes me to be able to do more of what I do. I can give away more clothes. I can give away okay, another passion project for me is, okay, women. We tend to, when our finances get tight, we give to everybody else. We won't dye our hair. We're not going to buy ourselves no new makeup. Maybe we want to take a shower with something that smells really good. But we're not going to go buy those things because we say, that's not an expense that I can afford. The focus is that we say, everyone else is more important than we are.
Right.
So what did I send you?
You forget to pamper yourself. So she has donated hair dyes. I've seen smelly lotions in there. That
Smelly,
oh my
you're such a guy.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. I got to give y'all a little bit of contrast. Oh, hey, look, there's Fred. Hi, Fred. We're
Fred.
live right now. How you doing?
You can stand behind us. You can
Live, I'm sorry.
We're live. Yeah, come on in here, Fred. Tell us
Hi.
what you do with the Nifty 50, Fred.
I'm co-owner at the Nifty Thrifty, and my partner is Tanya. We are community oriented.
All right.
That sounds all right.
You want to have a seat with us for a
We'll
minute,
get you a
or
chair.
you need to take
We're
care of
bringing you a
something?
chair. I'll come get it.
Okay.
Or actually, you can come get it.
Alright, good.
We'll put him in the middle.
Yeah, we'll put Fred in the middle.
Oh, shoot. You can't put baby in the corner.
No. All right.
He said that about one of our mannequins. It was all in the corner and you couldn't see her. Just lay it there. You couldn't see our mannequin. So when I came back after he did all this hard work on the store, he said, "Come over here, come see it." And he had moved the mannequin out of the corner where he couldn't see her. He said, "You can't put baby in the corner." I said, "You can't put baby in the corner. He's in the middle."
There
So
it is.
tell us more. So what do you got to say?
We sponsor the
Giving box.
giving backs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
we
he's
sponsor
fine.
the giving backs, and
I'm the
giving backs
memory of the
sponsors
business.
us.
I'm the memory of the business.
You're the memory of the
We got him on the spot. It's fine. Let's watch live stream. So,
So,
you know,
yeah, we're working together, and
so you're more like the muscle and the background of The Nifty
Nifty
Thrifty.
Thrifty.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He
this is
says I'm the heart. I'm the heart of the store.
Yeah.
Because I'm there. I'm the one you're going to see all the time.
right.
Fred, I jokingly say he's the lumberjack. He moves everything around. He actually designs over half of the store.
Yeah.
So he designs like the glass displays and all that. I design the front half. Yes, there is coffee.
Oh, okay.
We have coffee, and we all need it because it's a
Yeah.
little still chilly.
And please, y'all are welcome to come by and help
Please
yourself
do.
to all of the goodies on this table that you see. And we also have a few donations from, what was it?
Okay, so the donations came from the food bank. We partner with the food bank, and then by extension, food bank items come here.
Right.
So actually, there will be a fresh influx of foods, both refrigerated, well, sorry, not both, refrigerated, frozen, and shelf-stable foods that will be arriving here every Thursday evening.
Right.
So every Friday, fresh as a daisy, there'll be new things to look at or have. Yeah, the other things that we have, as the food comes in from the other donations, we will definitely be telling you about some of the other people that partnered and supported us for today.
Yeah.
Quinn, walk around the camera and let you
Oh,
want
my
to say something
goodness
to the
gracious.
camera.
Hey,
Come
Quinn.
here.
Yeah, come on in and say
So
something.
if your head in there anyway,
Come
come
on.
here.
You're going to photobomb us.
You're gonna stand here for a minute, ready?
Come on.
This is Quinn. This is my youngest. It's a family thrift store. So
Yeah.
this is our youngest child. He's 11. Say hello. And then Victor, step over. This is Victor. He's 13. He's also involved. Works at Nifty Thrifty. Also our second youngest child.
Works.
Yeah. So you will see them. They will help you carry the donations to your car or
Yeah.
help take them in.
When they're not
there's a
in school.
minor muscle.
Yeah.
They're still muscle, but not as much. So
Yeah.
thank you. You're welcome to go see.
Right.
Love you. All right.
Shauna Lindy. No problem. My pleasure.
Smelly. LOL.
Oh, smelly with an exclamation mark says LOL.
Right, because
Okay.
you said it was smelly lotions. You didn't say the
Oh,
word
oh,
pregnant.
oh, yeah. I'm
You
sorry, I
have
got
such a man's
interrupted.
vocabulary.
You know, hey,
Smelly.
look, you associate with the women, I associate with the guys here. So I mean, you know.
Well,
Anyway.
but Fred would probably agree with you. They're smelly. Hours for my store are 10 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday. It is my cell phone number that was listed earlier, so he'll be back.
Fred's going to organize a few things. He'll be back in
Hopefully
a
he's
few
going to get me a coffee with a ridiculous amount of cream. It is Tuesday through Saturday with the store. Now, the way it works is I joked around, you heard me say I'm the memory, because if you say, I want something, but it's not in the store, I have a lot of storage out on our farm, and that's where things are.
Sometimes it takes a minute to remember what is where and how to get to it to a degree. Look, she's got a notepad of 17 of them somewhere laying around the store there, and ink pens all over the place. She's like, all right, what do you need? So
Oh yeah.
she'll write your name down, she'll get your phone number, and then she'll write down what you want. And if she's got it, she'll call you back. I can't tell you how many items I've asked for.
Oh, and I'm not being rude, guys. I just remember there was someone I forgot to let know about the live stream. She wanted the address.
Uh-oh.
So let me pass that along before I get in trouble.
Uh-oh.
So, we started the thrift store with the idea that honestly, I'm the most straightforward person. You know, I tell people exactly how it is, but not in a I'm going to tell you your life kind of way. I mean, I'll tell you why I'm doing something. I grew up in a place called Norfolk, Virginia. We call it Norfolk out there, but it's Norfolk. Norfolk is 60% of the families and the citizens are living below the poverty line. Like, do the math on that, guys. 60%. And I was part of that 60%. So I've always been passionate about giving things away. Fred will tell you, I'd give away the whole store if I could. And that's for the most part true, but we'll talk about you paying for the pirates. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, that being said, that's how I grew up. I grew up without many things. I'm not going to say that I always felt like I was in poverty, but was very clear on what it was. And then when Quentin, I asked him, why do you do what you do? And his story was his own, but we definitely understood each other. So you want to tell them why you do what you do?
No, not really.
Just that you understand the
I
same
mean,
idea. Didn't have much
which
and you
which
wanna get it.
reason can I go with? I
The
mean,
first one, you know what it's like not to have back in the day. That's what I would say. I knew what it was like not to
well,
have.
yeah. I mean, growing up,
You too? You knew what it was like not to have?
I grew up in what we would call the projects.
Right.
It was government housing type situation. I was the youngest of 5 boys, living with a single mom. We were on welfare and food stamps, and I got hand-me-downs for the most part.
Loved it.
So, yeah, no, I didn't get all the new toys. I didn't get all of the fancy shoes, or, you know, growing up in the 80s, when the Nintendos and stuff came out. No, we didn't get to go buy that and all the 17 million games it had. We had to go to a convenience store and rent it for a weekend
Oh.
with money that we saved up from doing things. And whenever I finally got old enough, I started mowing grass and raking leaves at 10, 11 years old for my neighbors. And most of them were elders. And I did that for 4 or 5 years before I finally went and started working at what some people would call a real job. I think it was like a Pizza Hut or something other, you know. So, but you know, I didn't grow up with a whole lot, and I've been on the other side of the fence. I've worked at a nuclear plant making $35, $40 an hour, right? And bringing home $2,000 and $3,000 a week. I know what it's like to have money in my pocket, and it's nice, but at the same token, not having money in your pocket is not so nice, because you can't function in the society that we are in if you don't have that particular lubricant to keep your life running smoothly. That's what money is to a degree. So this is my way of sharing excess that I have whenever I have it, and helping out people, you know, that need it. I know what it's like to take a cold shower in the middle of winter.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no fun, homie.
Mm-mm.
Not when you got to boil a pot of water to rinse your hair out. Yeah.
Yep. I know that story all too well.
Yeah. And
Pipes froze.
yeah, you it's terrible. And if there's anything I can do to make it easier for somebody, that's what I want to do. So, you know, that's why I do this. I know how rough it can be. So, all right, my assistant's got the Crystal can't leave house because the dog will start barking.
Now,
That's fine.
So,
it's fine.
Let me say, as far as with me, I'm from upstate New York, and
Dogville.
from Dolgesville, and I didn't know how poor I was, which I wasn't poor, but until I got older, and then I found out. I thought everybody back in my day had black and white TV, and 3 channels, 10, 2, and 13.
Right.
And so I thought everybody had those 3 channels
And the rabbit ears.
and the rabbit ears, yes sir, and black and white TV. Well, I found out, and like I said, right down about, probably about 5, 10 years ago, which ain't too long ago, right?
Right.
That colored TV was around, and a lot of people had it. So, like I said, I grew up in the country. We did get some food from a food bank type thing. They had that.
Yeah.
My mother also delivered. It's called Meals on Wheels. I don't know if you've heard it, but
Yeah,
where she would
yeah.
go pick up meals and take it to the ones that couldn't get out of their house. So
We get the welfare cheese.
we
That
did.
made the best grilled cheese.
We did,
Do you
yeah.
remember when you would get the food and it was like in a white bag with black writing and it had no color?
Yes.
I
Yes.
much prefer the way it is now, but I gotta say there was a few things that when those ones like those, where you would just like light up, like, oh, we got that, yes.
Right. And see, I was the youngest out of 5 boys.
Okay.
So, and I think there was sometimes we'd go up there and it just, all we would get would be like the jar of peanut butter and the cheese. That would be it.
The
That'd be all.
massive jar of peanut
Oh
butter.
my goodness.
The one
And
that
I
if you
would
threw
get-
someone at it, you could knock them out.
Pretty much.
No, I'm not
But-
advocating that.
Yeah.
Boys, you did not hear that.
We would, my mom would cook oatmeal. You know, you take the dry oatmeal and you put it in water, boil it, and you had your cereal for the morning.
Mhm.
She would put it away, and then the next day she would take the oatmeal and fry it up like oatmeal burgers.
Interesting.
So that's
But I mean,
we
that's
made food
using what you
last,
have and
yeah.
continuing to make it
So-
go.
Mm.
Leftovers were not trash in my house. They were always, you eat them. But I will tell y'all something
Leftovers?
really funny about my
What were
mama.
those?
Don't know if she's watching right now, but I will tell you something really funny about my mom. You talked about the going to rent the video game system.
Yep.
Okay, so we did end up with a video game system. It ended up being that we got, like, when it was old at this point,
Right.
we got the original Atari.
Oh.
Like, okay.
Okay.
But it was old. Everyone
Yeah.
else had new stuff.
Yeah.
My mama said she doesn't call it Nintendo. She calls it an Intendo because she doesn't intend to buy one. So
Yeah.
props to mom for being funny, but yeah,
Oh,
she meant
man.
it. She was serious.
That's
So
hilarious.
yeah, so that's a fun story.
Awesome. Did you get your coffee yet?
I
Which
did
one-
not get my coffee
Which
yet.
one is hers?
we got to make her.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna leave camera for a minute,
Go
guys.
make your coffee.
because
Go
I
make your
need
coffee. Me and Fred
caffeine.
will talk for a minute.
Yep, they will talk about everything. But I am having a delightful time, I will say that.
So, Fred, what kind of things do you have in your storage?
In storage.
Yeah,
In the-
we in a thrift store, it's basically, I guess. All right, what would be in your thrift store? How about that?
We have a mixture of stuff. We have clothing. We have a lot of clothing. We have clothing, and we have some furniture. We have some glassware. We have small amounts of men's toys as far as drills and whatever you would need to
Gotcha.
run a house.
You got any kids' toys and stuff up there?
We got lots of kids' toys. Right now, I got one corner of my store where you can't get to because I got to rearrange the toys.
Yeah.
And, but there's a lot of kid toys, and since you mentioned a lot of kids' clothes,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
we got a little.
Well, Christmas is coming up, so if you're looking for discounted ideas for Christmas gifts for kids, they will hook you up. Come by and check it out.
Right.
Um,
my sister came down from New York and filled her car up when she went home. So
Nice. But let's see, probably about 10, 15 years ago, whenever I was living back in the Chattanooga area, we had what we called Toys for Tots,
right.
and the lady I was with at that particular time, we would go to one of the dollar stores and just fill up about 2 buggies full of stuff and donate it to them. So, yeah, no. If you guys, if anybody's interested in that, let me know. We'll try to help you out with that too. You know, if y'all want to do something other than along the lines of that. So,
What are we doing?
He was talking Toys for Tots. He was asking
Oh,
he
yeah.
was asking me what
Yeah.
we had in the store.
That's part of what I want to talk about too, the angel tree.
okay.
So I told you guys that we community partner, and I actually am warm enough to take it off now. Okay, so me and Quentin are twins, sort of.
Well,
Except for I got a demonic cat on, long story.
it'll be all right.
All right, so, okay. So Salvation Army, where we're located, which hopefully you guys will come visit us too, but we're in the middle. We're between the Salvation Army and Place to Meet. So we'll talk about Place to Meet because that'll be quick.
Okay.
Place to Meet is focused solely on recovery meetings. So they do AA and NA, and they don't have an Al-Anon at this time.
Okay.
But all the information's there. We provide them with some of the wonderful things we get from the food bank, such as the Wawa snacks. People in recovery need sugar, especially when they're new in recovery. Sugar and coffee. But we provide them that, and on the opposite side of us is Salvation Army. Stephanie runs that. She is wonderful, sweet lady.
Awesome.
Um, We partner with them. So, for example, and everything I'm telling, I'm allowed to tell what I'm saying.
Okay.
So there was down Kroger, between the Wawa and our store, there is the Kroger, and there's, if you turn past the Kroger, there's a bunch of trailer parks back there.
Okay.
So one trailer caught another trailer. The way it was explained to me originally was on fire, but I think it's just excessive smoke damage.
Okay.
So we did not get the first family. We got the second family.
Okay.
So this is the kind of thing we do. So we were told that they were going to reach out to us, but we hadn't heard from them. So I searched and I found her.
Right.
I found her GoFundMe. I reached out to her, and it turns out she's probably about 8 months pregnant. I keep saying 7.5, but she's about 8 months
Okay.
pregnant right now.
Okay.
And she has a 2-year-old son and her husband. So they basically, their trailer was so damaged from smoke fire, they can't go back to it.
Right. Right.
And Salvation Army had stepped in, and they help with things like a temporary hotel, the links to all the other services they know of,
Mhm.
and they're able to give new things because we don't have a Salvation Army thrift store here. So there is no option to go shopping at them.
Right.
Instead, they go shopping at the Nifty Thrifty. So we send
Nice.
out tons of clothes. So they got new furniture and a few new things from them. Everything else came from us. And the most delightful thing out of all of this was the little boy's too. He keeps crying to go home. That's not the delivery. Okay, again, he kept crying to go home. And we wanted to make it better for him. So we had this massive, when I say massive, this thing is huge. It was it probably took up all the room around the bed in the hotel they were in.
Uh-huh.
But once she saw it, she said, "We need to give this to him now." So do we want to wait, or we want to give it to him now? Okay, so what it was it was a Paw Patrol Chase the Police dog that you can ride, but it's not hard plastic. It is on the underneath, but it's covered with like this soft material, so it's like soft.
Okay.
It's almost like a stuffed animal, but not quite as fluffy.
Okay.
So I had pictures of this little boy kissing this thing,
Oh.
and then I had like a 5-second video of him riding.
Nice.
But I want to bring joy, and the reason that this is so amazing was we had actually earmarked it. Fred has a great grandson, and we were saying we were going to take it to him.
Uh-huh.
But he is special needs, delightful little boy, but he's special needs, and we didn't even know if he'd be comfortable with riding it.
Right.
So when we knew, but we weren't sure. Plus, that boy has so many things. He's the only great grandchild. We said, I want to give it to Rain. So that's what we did. We gave it to the little boy, and the video made my day. I cannot tell you how many times I watched that video.
Melts your heart, don't it?
Oh my gosh. And the thing actually, we have part of it left at the store. It actually goes in like this little stable thing so you can close it. So it's like a little horse stable, but it's the dog
come
stable.
on.
So we
Yeah.
still have the
Yeah.
stable at the house. Sorry, not the house, at the store.
Yeah.
So why do we do what we do? It's not always going to be where you have a toddler telling you how much they love something. It's not always going to be that. But if someone needs and we have it, take it.
It's
And
Take
the gift
it.
box. The gift box is
Giving
here.
box.
I'm sorry.
Either way.
Like I said, she's
I'm the
here with
memory.
me.
I'm
The
the
giving
memory.
box, and he's here for, it's here for if you need something.
yeah. All
Now-
of my stuff is free.
It is
The only
free.
the only thing is we got to get it to you, or you come get it. That's the only expense.
Yeah, and the other thing is that as we know more of the clientele that will come here and be using the giving box, we can modify it a little bit more to what people need. Like right now, all we really have that's kids is kids' clothes and
Yeah.
kids' books here.
Right.
Now we are more than willing to give toys here, but there just hasn't been a demand for it. Tell us, tell him.
Yes.
Come see me at the store. Call me
Yes.
at the store. It's my cell phone. You can reach me anytime. Tell me what it is you think that we need, and if we can make that happen between the brain trust here,
Right.
I use that loosely. No, kidding. The brain trust here, then we'll give you what you need. Just tell us what you need.
Yeah.
So please
Yes.
tell us what you need,
Yes, definitely.
because we can only mind read so much.
He asked me what we had in the store, so they got word.
Toys.
Yeah.
I told him
Did
that
you
corner.
tell them about getting the toys? Because that's pretty entertaining.
No, we
It was you and Quinn.
huh?
You and Quinn went.
Yeah, we go and pick up toys and whatever people have that they are donating, and so
I'll help you.
no,
You-
I got it.
You went to Surrey. Oh, you went to Surrey. There you go.
Okay.
So I made a run to Surrey. I've got a SUV Lincoln Navigator, so you know it's pretty long in the back, and with the back seats down, it's even longer. So we went to Surrey to pick up, and it filled the back of my SUV,
Nice.
like all the way up to the front seat, like things were sticking through the middle of the front seat.
You couldn't get in it. It was literally him and Quinn. He said, "Come on outside. I gotta show you something."
Oh my goodness.
Go on out there and
When we opened it up, one of the stuffed animals fell out, so that's
Oh.
how full it was.
and it was toys and books. It was a lot of kids
Right,
books.
right.
So like seriously, kids books, come get
So
kids
that
books.
Yes.
There's so many.
that was a full load of monetary gifts. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh goodness. But yeah, so it's like depending on what happens, we cannot say enough about the things we need. But some things do not get donated. Or
Yes.
if they do, it's so random and rare.
Yes.
That's why we talked about if you want to help, also doing the monetary gifts. And like I said, they can be done however you want to do them. We take every and all option. It just may be I have to, intervene because I can do it some ways, you can do it some.
She's got the option to do electronic payments and cards.
definitely.
I specifically here we'll just take like cash, or if you could make a check out to.
Or money order,
Well,
whatever.
yeah, we'll figure that one out. I don't know about checks. Anyway, I'll have to look at I don't do like taxes or anything on this thing, so it's just everything's free. So, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, so
Hold
we'll
on.
figure out the whole monetary gift thing
Right.
here.
Well, I want to talk about the things we need that we don't normally get.
Yes.
And I have to tell you something funny. Okay. So I travel down to Tappahannock a lot now. So I was in Warsaw, Virginia, and I stopped in this little cafe.
Right.
And this is going to dovetail with what I'm talking about. They had signs on the wall, cutesy little signs. And one of the
Okay.
signs in the bathroom said, "If there's no toilet paper, text me because I know you're on your phone." So there are things we take for granted in our households and in our lives. And yes, I was on my phone. But I wasn't out of toilet paper. So I wrote down the things that are needed most. So if you want to know, like, well, if they have everything given, why are they asking and letting us know they can give money too? These are the reasons, okay? Toilet paper, paper towels, sanitary needs, both for our elder ladies, our younger ladies, our men. Some of those things, they just end up going by the wayside. Because you're like, I can't really afford that, or okay, I'll wait till I can get to Dollar Tree and try to
Yeah.
get me something.
Yeah.
So we talk about like those are things that everybody needs, and like if we are fortunate enough to not have to worry about it,
Right.
but there have been times in my life where I really had to make those decisions, or if the statute of limitations is passed, steal toilet paper from the restaurant, do what you gotta do. But
well, I mean,
I told you I'm blunt. I told you guys.
You just take 4 or 5 extra squares, you'll be all right.
No.
Anyway,
I know
so,
how to unlock those things.
Anyway.
Anyway, not a criminal anymore. Kidding.
Mm.
So those are why we're asking. So those kind of monies would be, those gifts would be earmarked for those kind of things. Like I cleaned out my personal care section to send everything here, and it turned out I didn't have extra toothpaste.
Yeah.
I did have toothbrushes.
Yeah, we got
But I
some
did not have
toothbrushes.
toothpastes. I had scrubbies and I had soap, but I didn't have, and I think I had shampoo, but I didn't have conditioner. I didn't have deodorant.
Yeah.
Those are the things we want to make sure that someone can just walk in here and just walk right on out with whatever they need.
Yeah.
Like from the giving box, though, we're located right next to Tidewater Hotel. So we do get a lot of people who have come out of a negative situation, whether it was of their own making or not. But so those people, they don't often have laundry facilities, so we tend to all of our clothes are clean in the store. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Everything in the giving box is clean.
Yeah.
It has been laundered, or it was dry cleaned, or it's new.
Right.
Same thing in our store. So that's the way it is. You can wear whatever you get out. So Tidewater Hotel when people need, they come in and they may not have the ability to carry a lot with them. So I give them 2 or 3 outfits. If I have deodorant or personal care items, they take those with them too.
Yeah.
You know, it's about making a person as self-sufficient as they can be at that moment.
So along with that, here at the giving box, I've got a box full of bags that you can put your stuff in and you can take with you. So, you know, don't worry about trying to, you know, figure out how you're going to get it or, you know, pack it away or whatever. I've got a few of the, it's not grocery bags. Those are we're talking about the handle bags that you, what is it, reusable
Reusable
like
bags.
gift bag type
Yeah, we
thing.
sent a bunch of those. We
Yeah.
probably have, do we also have the little grocery store bags too?
Oh, I've got tons of actual plastic grocery store bags.
Yeah,
It's
that was in,
I've got the flat ones where they haven't been used yet.
Yeah,
So I'll
the-
send
that
those.
was in Mr. Baggy Pants, right?
yeah, Mr. Baggy Pants. He's full of bags. So
Yeah, if you
If you've been
So-
here before, you've seen Mr. Baggy. Pants.
yeah,
come
yeah.
and say hi to him and take a bag.
Yeah, for real. So, and when he gets thin, I'll fatten him back up. But yeah, no. You were talking about how to get information to us. I'm adding a bulletin board. I've
Yes.
got all of the materials, so I don't need any more materials. I just need to get the thing built and get it installed. So I'll have a bulletin board where you can pin notes to it and say, hey, either I've got this particular item if anybody needs it, but I know the giving box is kind of full right now or something other, or you can pin a note saying, hey, I need particular items, does anybody have it? And I'll come out here and check periodically to address what kind of notes and needs are there. And also, I have installed a camera up here, and it's an interactive camera. So I'll be able to talk to you, and you can talk to me. So if you have any questions, we can, you know, go on site and address that. So, but yeah, that'll give us a couple other ways to communicate analog with the bulletin board, and then we can communicate digitally with the camera. And then on Nextdoor, you can any of my posts on Nextdoor, you can send a comment and I'll receive a message, or you can send me a message personally via Nextdoor. And any of my videos that I've posted on YouTube, just shoot me a comment. I'll get a notification there, you know, and we can address it from there. Maybe I can email you or something other, and we'll do the best we can with what we got until we can do better.
And you can call anytime to me. The number that I gave you guys earlier on the card, if you go back on the video. But you guys can reach out to me if you have any questions about what I'm doing, or can't reach Quentin, or you're just needing something different. You can call and ask me. We probably talk almost every day now. I called him late last evening. He said, I wondered when you were going to call me. We pick on each other all the time. So.
It's like
Every
the
time I
sister I
say what
never
he
wanted.
Whenever he says something, like the main joke has been that he adds extra syllables to the words.
I'm from the South.
This, like, I say Fred. What do you say?
Fred.
See? Extra syllable. Fred.
Or even the South, they added a little bit more O in it.
All right, so back to you, Fred. So in the thrift store, we've got kids' clothes, we've got kids' toys, we've got adult clothes, tops and bottoms and stuff like that. Do y'all carry like undergarments and stuff like that?
That is my passion, so I'm stealing it. He knows I am. Here's why. Okay, so you know how I jokingly talked about, you're getting a little picture of who I am, where I'm from. Okay. But my work experience. I used to be a manager of Fredericks Hollywood.
Okay.
So I measured bras. That's what I did, and we all know. Any girls too, guys don't really know. But women do not often know what their size is. They have no idea what their size is. They're wearing the wrong thing, and I'll measure you. So I do bra fittings all the time. Not every single day, but you know, a lot of times I'll say something, someone else hears it, and I end up doing like the mom and the 2 daughters, you know, and I give them They're bra size. So I sell bras. They're mostly like $2 each. They're new or near new. I have undergarments. You will be getting more bras and things here because he doesn't have
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
But we have them in size order. I'll help you. But honestly, it's about any service that I can offer. So I don't really mind if you're getting a fitting and not getting a bra. The idea is to get you what you need. But we
Yeah.
actually do have a really nice selection of those because it's my passion.
She just finished, or she's finishing
Mhm.
a rack, one of those roller racks.
It's a
Mhm.
We had
bi-level.
dresses on them and stuff. She took the dresses off, and the whole rack now is undergarments. So
And pajamas.
and it'll be pajamas too once I lift the rack where the
Well,
pajamas
any
will
of the
hang.
shorty
Nice.
pajamas. Like I used to refer to it as people as like, these are the pajamas you wear in front of your family. These are the ones you don't. So the ones that don't, a lot of those are fitting up there because they're
Yeah. The booty shorts.
right, right.
So yeah, she's they're right where everything's together. You can look and
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about like bed and bath? What kind of bed and bath do y'all carry? You said you had occasionally get hair products and shampoos and
Right,
stuff like
right. But I don't have any right now, but I'm sure that'll fill back up because that's
Yeah.
what happens.
that. Right.
We
Do you have any kind of
we have some like the supportive things for it too, like
the grab bars? I think I
the
saw
grab
that,
bars.
right?
We've had those. We've had the shower chairs. And again, I've had people reach out and say, "Do you have this?" And I'll say, "I don't have it here, but you give me a day or two, I will."
Tell her to call you back. We're live.
Miss Mary, are you gonna? You need to
so
talk
like
to
she
Fred
was
so you
saying,
can
we
get
do
here?
have some cares as far as the handrails and stuff.
Because
Yeah.
he's on
We
live
have,
camera, so I'm gonna tell
I
him
have
to
a
call you back
medical
as soon as
section
he walks away.
where I'm trying to keep it
So
together.
just give a couple minutes.
There's a medical bed.
Alright.
I have one medical bed.
Oh, okay.
I have the wraps that you can put on your legs. I have some crutches, some walkers.
Okay.
So we do have a few
And
medical needs if you need them.
Reasonable.
Okay.
Like we're talking about, I had people tell me how much this stuff costs, and I felt sick to my stomach. To be very
Oh
honest
my
with you, I
goodness.
felt.
Yes.
Hold on, I have a foul mouth, so I was about to say a bad word.
What?
I felt that sick. I was that sick. Like what do you mean it's $80 for this thing? You know how much I sold it for? I
Yeah.
sold it for like $8,
Yeah.
$10.
Now.
Because that's a needed thing. I
Right.
don't want to overcharge for anything needed. Now, if you come in there and you want to buy, I don't really overcharge anyway, but it's like the margin between those things. Like if you come and get Pyrex from me, because that's something that's a valuable thing. Then maybe instead of charging what it looks like, if someone didn't know, they might be like, oh, that should be $1 or $2. So maybe that's $5, or maybe in some cases it's even 10 because it's some crazy vintage, amazing.
Quality.
But the quality of it, yes. But I cannot, in my gut, my soul, my everything, feel
Conscience.
comfortable. My conscience is a big thing. Like everyone will tell you, like I just do the next right thing. I think all of us kind of have a bit of that where
Yeah.
I just want to do the next right thing, and I can't go, oh, let me charge you 25% of this, let me charge you 50% of that would be $40, and you're telling me you need a walker and you're coming to the thrift store for it. That already tells me that either you're super savvy shopper, because some people are, or you're going, my budget doesn't really allow for this $40. So you said I can get it for $8, you sure can.
Yeah.
And that's just to keep the lights on and to keep the place open.
Right.
If I make that and have a little bit of money to, to occasionally be able to splurge and go get a sub, I'm good.
Right.
That's
right.
what I need. So this place is for my mental health. I established this place for my mental health. We established it. He said, you need something that allows you to interact with people the way you want and to do something positive. And I said, yeah, I want a thrift store. So we got one. And now it's much more than that. And then, like I said, I met Quentin, and I was like, I'm not
boy,
alone
she's in trouble now.
I'm not alone in my plan. Like I'm not the only person sitting here trying to do it. So when I tell you guys how we were situated between the Salvation Army and a place for recovery meetings, the whole row is all about let's put love in the universe. Let's do the best we can. Let's support one another. So this is a little further away from my store, but it's where it's needed too.
Right.
So
I don't think there is anything on this end of the county, on the north end of the county,
No.
that you can get free stuff, or so to speak.
I mean, there might be something at a church, but then
Yeah,
it's
but-
gonna be not this kind of scale where you could go in anytime. The fact that you can come here, anytime within daylight hours, or as we're in,
More or less.
we're close
Now,
to daylight hours. Yeah, you
when-
gotta talk
in-
about your hours, and
In
then we'll come back to you talking about more stuff we have.
in the wintertime, I've got lights in here now, so I will try to keep it open till about 6 or 7 p.m. It's going to depend on what kind of traffic comes through here, guys. I mean, I don't expect 20 people to show up every single day. I mean, that'd be great if I could help that many people, but
Yes.
I'm trying to be reasonable here too. So, but if the light's on, come on by. If it's dark. So, but yeah, basically just during daylight hours, and I mean, don't show up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I probably won't be awake. Just saying. So, but
So we're getting him to memorize because he keeps wanting to call it not exactly the name that it is.
get it closer.
You got it now. You got it now. This is gift in sign language. This is also giving. So
Giving.
giving
okay.
box.
Giving back. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So,
I do speak. It's ASL words, but I do it in what's called signed exact English. So that means that as I speak, I would sign exactly what I'm saying.
There is a neighbor on here that is here, and I love talking to her. She's a trip.
But yes, I actually don't have as many people around here that I get to speak it with, so I'm continually teaching other people.
I'll see if I can get you and Michelle connected.
That would be awesome. This is
So,
awesome.
Awesome.
Although
Cool,
my
cool.
favorite word in sign language that is not a curse word is this one. Eat, and then you go like this. You're showing the individual plates. This is a buffet. Eat and show you the buffet. I want a buffet. I always want a buffet.
Nice.
I see that once a week anyway.
Nice. All right, so you said you have a medical bed there.
Right.
How fancy we talking here? Is this state of the art? Are we talking about Tony Stark here, huh?
We're talking about it's folded up and laying behind the couch that we have back there.
Yeah,
So
kind
it's
of a
small one, but
manual
manual.
situation.
doesn't have.
But-
I don't believe it's got the power to it, but it.
But it's a bed for somebody in a situation that needs it, right?
Right.
There it is. So in the giving box, I've got a small section. It's got a red background with a white cross on it, which I believe, if Google told me correctly, is the universal symbol for like first aid. So I've got a little section set up for what I would consider you would have in your medicine cabinet. So if anybody wants to donate things like toothpaste, dental floss, don't bring me your prescriptions. Somebody's out there thinking it right now. I feel the vibe. Stop it. Don't me.
Okay, we and he and I, separately or together, we will take most things that you can bring us. Hold on. When I was talking to him earlier today, I started to say the words, anything you want to donate, and he said,
No.
no. Hold on, he said, no. But yeah, so we realized quickly that we can't say it like that because
If
people hear things differently than when you meant it.
if
Please
Yeah.
don't bring me anything that's gonna get me arrested.
yes, y'all trade those in
I've
other
never
stores.
been arrested. My mouth probably should have got me arrested at some point.
But
I've never been arrested. I don't want to start now. Please don't bring me anything like that. But yes, please don't bring us prescriptions. Don't bring us anything that would be illegal for us to have in our possession.
yes,
But and just bring us things that someone else could genuinely use.
yes,
Or we could genuinely.
right.
you
I
know,
mean,
do it.
everybody can use some toothpaste, or everybody can use some deodorant, or maybe if you do bring us anything like maybe Tylenol, make sure it is unopened, because
Please. Over-the-counter meds are okay.
well, it's an open air structure here, and if an animal gets into it, because it is open or something other, or if the weather changes too drastically, it could cause it to go bad if it's open.
So over the counter sealed things would be wonderful either place.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't sell those kind of things at my store, so your donation of those things would not be sold. They would be set aside for, like, right now, we're helping a couple.
Mhm.
We provided them a tent.
Right.
We provided them, actually called Quentin first to see if he had a tent, because my tents were full of furniture, but we emptied it. We got it taken care of. They got a tent. They got tons of clothing. You were there for most of it, so what all did we give the girls? We're not going to say their names or anything. Just
they
say
got
we
some
helped a couple.
clothing.
I'm going to take a break and I'll let y'all tell
Yeah.
this.
All right.
Okay.
They
I'll
got
be
some
right back.
clothing and some blankets,
Um,
so that they
I gave them toiletries.
toiletries,
Yeah, I gave them deodorant and shoes.
shoes.
Yeah, well, the one girl didn't have shoes.
Right.
Think
shoes.
about that. Like the things we take for granted, they didn't have shoes. Well, one
So-
did. One
So
did.
we do have shoes. We have lots
Shoes?
of shoes, lots of clothes, as I mentioned before.
Yeah.
Lots of clothes.
Yeah, we gave them lots of
So-
clothes because they came to us. They had been traveling for 2 weeks. They were leaving a negative situation, and sometimes that happens. No judgment. So currently, I'm doing their laundry of the things they had from before, and we gave them tons of stuff to be able to wear for now.
And we, Quentin and us both, we have trailers to where if you can't bring it and you want to, we can come pick it up, or if you need it brought to your house, we can bring it to your house. So we
Yeah.
both have a trailer and car to tow it with, so
Yep. So
keep that in mind if you call Tanya, Quentin, and if you need something, if we have it, we can bring it to you, or bring, like I said, pick up.
So I'm quite honest. Like I said, I talk a lot about things. And I know sometimes people when say, oh, honestly, it means they're about to not be honest. But no, in my case, it's just what I'm about to tell you is pretty serious. So before I came here to Gloucester, I told you guys I came from Norfolk, or as it's written, Norfolk. But I
Yankees.
actually was living in Portsmouth at the time, which is spelled Portsmouth, but that's a whole other story. Everybody pronounces it Portsmouth. So I came from a very negative situation. I was looking about to be homeless with my entire family, including the 2 boys you saw. I put up my information, and this man reached out to me and said, I will help you and your entire family. I had explained to him that, I was dealing with some mental issues. I'm not dangerous, guys, but I was dealing with some mental issues. I break out in hives. It's really bad from my mental health. And he said, you need to be somewhere safe that you don't have to worry ever again. So we all came out here, and we started out being friends. We became family. We're still family. And that's why I said this place is for my mental health. But I think it's actually helped Fred's mental health too, even though that wasn't really what we were talking about in the beginning. But to be able to, he was a bit of a loner and didn't talk to as many people, and now he talks to a lot of people. He's made friends. Quentin reached out and known more of his community. You lived here how long before?
I lived in Norfolk since '85.
Here, Norfolk.
Norfolk, and I moved out to Gloucester at the end of 2015. So I've been here for just under 10, I think, right?
Yeah.
So
Funny story.
and like she
Oh,
was saying, I'm sorry, and like she's saying, I would go to work, go to my little farm, go to work, go to my little farm, come out and do some shopping at the store, go to my farm.
That is what I'm about to talk about. Okay, so the very first time he took me and the boys to Rite Aid. So we go in Rite Aid, and I had never been to this Rite Aid before. Been to Rite Aid. I mean, I'm from Virginia. I'd never been to this one. And I'm at the counter. We're picking up his medicines. I'm at the counter, and I start talking to somebody behind there. And before I leave, I'm teaching sign language to the girl who's behind the counter. She gave me candy for free while I'm standing there. And he goes, they gave you candy? They never given me anything besides my prescription. He said, what is...
And maybe pay for them.
Right. But I'm saying we went from, he didn't know anyone to these things we do, these things we get involved with working with our community and being friends with people will talk to me and apparently give me free candy. I know not to get in the van though. So You know what I'm talking about. Behind the camera knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right, anyway, don't get in the van. So, now that you've been being so involved with the community for the last 5 months, like, it's been a change. How would you say that helping others has been helping you?
Like Tanya was saying, I thought I didn't need friends, and I was okay. But working with the community, working with Tanya and Quentin, friends are nice. Having somebody to talk to, be around, it is nice.
Yeah. So we have people at the Foodbank who support and love what we do. I was going to talk a little bit about the other people. I reached out to a lot of restaurants, and I think because we weren't a church and we weren't an official charity, I think things didn't come through exactly the way I wanted. But I will say this. The Food Bank gave us love and support. Our community, anyone who knew and is involved with the Giving Box or Nifty Thrifty, what we do is given love and support and shared, that we were doing this live stream today. Sal's Pizza is actually going to be providing us our lunch later today. Drinks, pizza, and ice.
So come and get a slice of pizza.
Well, we'll see if there's enough. But yeah, there should be enough. And we also got love and support from Bubba's Shrimp Shack.
Yep.
I definitely want to thank Bubba's for their support because they are amazing. Bubba's, okay, when I first got here, I got to tell you, this man kept saying we need to go to Bubba's. Well, I was like, okay, we'll make it there. And then he took me there. And it was a religious experience. The catfish, but they're calling it another name now because it's technically still, I'm not going to get into that, but the catfish. I go there, I order my meal, I order my sides, which I love the okra. He loves the baked beans. The baked beans are amazing. I will give him that. But I end up ordering it, and that orders the biggest a la carte catfish you can, and I eat it all. And I eat part of his food too. So, Bubba's, thank you. We love you guys. We'll be there later today. We're doing a pickup.
Like she said, she's made it a religious thing. She'll go there at least once a week now, and she's liking it.
I love it, and it's close to my job. It's close to the Nifty Thrifty.
Yeah.
Other people that have given us love and support. I should tell you guys, I want to go back to Sal. Sal's is on new management, and we will mention everybody again. So please support the businesses that gave us the love. Seriously, these are local-owned businesses that, out of their own hearts and to some degree out of their pockets, gave us love and support today. So please, love on them. All right,
And,
so Sal's is our new management, and I'm going to tell you, most wonderful lady called me last night to confirm with me and ask exactly what we wanted, and she's going to give us everything we need. I can't tell you that that's not beautiful. Bubba's, I wanted to give us a little more freedom with how we're going to do it, so they told me when we go in today, later, Fred's going to go pick it up and pick out what we're going to get. But the last person I want to mention that's providing us food today is Mood Exotics. Okay, guys. So Mood Exotics is also in the White Marsh Center, right next to Bubba's, basically. They have a variety of things, but when it comes to food, it's a lot of unusual food, super healthy snacks, and with a lot of our clientele being the elders of the community, a lot of things in there that are low sugar for those that are diabetic, but it's all healthy stuff, like healthy, like our friend Donna would approve when she's here later. Healthy, no artificial sweeteners, no high fructose corn syrup, healthy stuff. But Mood Exotics, I definitely want to give them their props. We're going to definitely mention everybody later. Unfortunately, all those ladies and gentlemen are still working today, so they couldn't be with us. But we definitely want to say, let them know that you love that they appreciated us. Appreciate their businesses, give them the business because they damn deserve it.
I don't know if you mentioned it before, but I want to give a shout out to Mama C.
Mama C is a community elder.
She's adopted us as family also, and
anyway, Mama C is a community elder. Everybody in the community calls her Mother C or Mother Cecilia. I started calling her Mama C, and she adopted our whole entire family. She is responsible for making sure that we know where all the food bank stuff is, that we can get what we need, and that She's actually just had surgery, so if you're religious, you want to pray for her. She'd love it. She's big-hearted and kind, and she's a tiny little lady, but you know they pack a lot in tiny packages. Later in the live stream, you gotta step up. Mary is our co-manager. She's amazing. Mary will be visiting. Mary's from New York, but she makes her home here. She's definitely part of the fabric of our community. And I, at the Nifty Thrifty, I'm not going to say I could not do what I do, but it would be so much harder. She's amazing. She knows everything about so many things, and she just total sweetheart. Total sweetheart.
You said it was Mary, right?
Mary, Miss Mary.
Miss Mary. And once again, she's adopted us as family
Yeah,
too.
my
so
children have gotten so many grandchildren, so many grandparents.
We've gotten, our family's grown since we've been with the thrift store.
Yeah, Donna that you'll be seeing later, I think she's definitely adopted me and the boys as well. So many additional grandparents, so much love. You know, we tell you why we do what we do. We're telling you what we do. We're telling you who helped us do it. So if you guys have any questions that you want to throw out there about what you want to know, you can tell us. Like if, you know, you want to know why Quentin braids his beard, maybe he'll tell you. I don't know. He always says he can't tell you all his secrets.
Well, I will tell you why I braid my beard. Because it looks awesome.
All right. You gotta step out and call me.
Well, she said she's going to call me when she's at
You
the...
did. You didn't answer. She called me. That's why I answered the phone live on camera.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't being rude, y'all. I was trying to get our other person here.
Right.
She's a little confused on directions, which I can totally understand. Because to know my left and my right, I have to
Wait
do
a minute.
this.
Why are you going to get him? You know guys ain't good with directions.
No, he could get her. You're not good with following directions if they're about other things.
Oh,
Don't I go out here and go left?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go call Mary. I'll pick you out. Go call Mary.
So
she's
go left
ready.
and go about 20, 30 miles and make a right.
So Fred will
Yeah.
be back. I would go myself, but
Long drive off a short pier.
I'm making him.
Pier? I didn't know I had to go to a pier.
Yay!
So.
Now we seem like we're sitting too far apart, but that's fine. All right, let's move
All
on.
right, so I'll be back, y'all.
Okay, so I encouraged them while you were away for a minute. If they have questions on the live stream about, we told them what we do, who we are, and how we do it. But
Yeah.
if they have questions, please ask
Yeah.
them.
Put
You
it
want to
in the
know what color my
comments. Come
hair
on.
is? I'm not sure. I dyed it one color, and it came out funky as heck. And see, I'm trying not
No,
to.
look.
And I did
look.
it again.
Don't let her lie to you. She put her head up the butt of a unicorn, okay?
You guys going with me?
I'm gonna have my my little demon cat attack.
Come on with it then, homie.
Anyway, so.
Uh,
You can see why we get along and why we vibe. You're hearing us talk about why we do what
I
we
got
do.
the boys.
You
awesome.
got the boys? Have a good time, gentlemen.
You want to go? And then you go.
All
Awesome,
right.
awesome.
So that was 11 and 13.
Yeah. That's what it's like having kids occasionally. They interrupt you.
Well, altogether, I've got a 27-year-old, a 13-year-old girl. Hi, Barbara. I miss you. She doesn't live with me because she's my stepchild. But anyway.
Yeah.
Then I got a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old. So the 27-year-old is the artist I was talking about earlier.
Right.
He is amazing. If anyone has questions and wants to see his stuff, I can recommend that.
Yeah.
But,
We'll
I
try to
didn't know
get,
I was going to blow up about his podcast, but I
Yeah.
am pretty proud of him. He doesn't make anything off it. It's not a monetary thing.
Does
It's a passion.
Does he put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
We'll try to get you the link and put it in YouTube.
When did I become 13? You're not 13. That's 13.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right.
Well, let's see. I'm definitely a little older than 13. I'm pretty sure his sense of humor is that of a 13-year-old boy, though.
I
Which
have my
I
moments.
understand, because I always tell him, you know, you got that one friend, and that one friend, when you say something that could remotely sound wrong or dirty, they raise their eyebrow. I am that friend. He is that friend. And when you get a bunch of us together, it's awful.
Look. It's
Hold on.
okay.
Okay, this is not dirty, but it sounds dirty. It's not dirty. I sent my 11-year-old, I gave him a box of books, small box of books, guys. I said, go put these adult books on the shelf. And I heard myself say it. It don't sound right to say adult books. Even though they were just the books for the adults. They weren't the kids' books. So it wasn't
Yeah.
dirty, but it sounded dirty, and I heard myself saying it and said, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay.
Oh
all
my
right.
goodness.
But yeah,
so,
so,
what did,
anyway, my dirty mind has been covered. So,
what did you two talk about while I was
we talked about Mama C.
gone? Okay.
That she's Mother Cecile. She's part of the community, part of the fabric, and she brings everybody together.
Nice.
So she makes sure that we know where to go get the food bank stuff.
Okay.
She makes sure that the different churches, like there's a really nice kind of upstart church. I think they've been in existence for 7 years. That is Hope Church at Lee Hall in Yorktown. So that's a little bit further outside from Gloucester, but you know, we're all family. So we provide stuff for their Sunday school classes. We were trying to help them set up their clothing closet, but I think they're not doing this at that time. But or it's smaller. So when they're ready to redo that, we'll be doing that. So
Okay.
any organization, if you're with the church, I'm not religious, but I'm definitely open-minded to helping whoever's wherever. So if you're with the church or another religious affiliation, if you are wanting to be filled, or if you're just a community thing and you want to be filled with clothing or other things, I have clothing. Everybody wonders why the clothing's so cheap, because clothing is something that everyone donates. There's so much. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
Anyway.
Anyway, let's see. We were talking about other things you need for here.
Okay.
So we didn't cover this, so I'm going to tell you, my 11-year-old typed in when I was making a list and he added to it.
Okay.
He said tools.
Tools.
If you have old tools that you want to get rid of, we don't need complete sets. We don't need it to be any special way. I don't care if it's rusty, things like that can often be usable.
To it, it's still got to be
He
usable.
knows better than I do.
Yeah,
Usable,
yeah.
but it ain't got to be pretty.
Right.
But tools and gardening needs. Because I said gardening needs, and he automatically piped up, because we live on a farm too.
Mm-hmm.
He said tools.
Yeah.
Need tools.
Well, I mean,
They have their own toolboxes. So, they went from city boys, like I told you guys. I told them how I ended up here. That I was about to be homeless and dealing with mental issues.
Right.
And that's how I ended up here. So I tell anyone that story. You can tell my tale all you want, because I went from that to having a store, to having family and community support, and people in the community are now my family. Quentin's my family, whether he likes it or not. I'm gonna claim on my taxes next year.
like the sister I never wanted.
Right, I'm gonna claim on my taxes, even though I don't have taxes. We'll work it
What
out.
are taxes? All right.
yeah.
So we're talking about different items.
Medical. We covered some medical. The
Right.
boys talked about medical furniture, basically. Medical adaptation needs.
Right.
Now, sometimes, and I have to make sure I cover this in case someone needs this, I want to tell someone now. I have at my store, or if it's left my store, I know where I can get it at home. In the storage facilities at home. There's a lot of them. There's like 15, there's got to be like 15 structures at the house that are
Yeah.
full of things. Okay.
Well-
But anyway, I have a special needs child's car seat. That is not an average thing. It's not something you'll have.
Okay.
So when I say
Okay.
reach out to me and tell me what you need, now it was adapted for a specific disability, but I have a feeling from looking at it that it was probably a cerebral palsy thing with a
Okay.
not an infant, but an older young child,
Like a
So-
older toddler or something other.
or maybe a little bit older.
Okay.
But something like that might work. And depending on what you're looking for, if I ain't got it, I might be able to find out how to get it. If not, he might have an idea. So
It-
let us know what you need in the community so we can make that possible. But that's why I'm telling you, with medical things, some things are very specific. They may not be here, they may not be in the store, but we might be able to
Right.
get it for you. Or I
And-
might have it on my property already.
If we can't get it, we will do our best to get you in touch with somebody that can. And if we can't find anybody, then you know what? I've got a welder. I've got saws and hammers. You know what? Give me some pipe and a couple 2x4s and some screws, and I'll build you something.
He can't
We'll
make you a
figure
car
it out.
seat, but he'll do something.
It may not be, up to city code or something other, but
Neighbor, so it don't matter
Right.
if it's city code.
well, you know what I'm saying. I
hope.
mean, if somebody's in a wheelchair and their ramp is about to collapse on them, and they ain't got 10 grand to rebuild it from a contractor, then why don't we come together, everybody pitch in 10 or $20 and buy a couple boards and You know, it's not like I ain't done that before. Oh wait, yeah, I have.
Let me make sure that I covered everything that I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
No, you
Because
did. Donna, where you at? Get here. Come on.
now, I'm sure she's on her way, but
Mhm.
hold on, I gotta tell y'all something funny. Okay, so the first time that I drove to Donna's, it's down quite a long road.
It's out there in the boonies.
Okay, so we're driving, and I got 11 and 13 are in the car, right? 13 sitting up front with me, playing with the radio. 11-year-old and I are all joking about how long is it going to take us to get there. But we're joking. We're just driving and driving and driving. I'm like, how long is it going to take us to get there? Where is it? And then we're almost there, but we didn't know it because it was our first time there.
Right.
And the 13-year-old Victor, he turns to me, turns to the side, and he says, I'm going to have crow's feet before we get there. I'm like, "Really? You're going to have crow's feet before we get there? Okay. I got to give you props for that. That was pretty funny, sir.
Little stinker.
Yeah. I'm like, you ain't got to worry about crow's feet for a long time.
Let's hope so. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Oh,
But,
goodness.
you know, I involve my kids in everything that I do unless it's a matter of privacy for the people I'm helping or a matter of privacy for that person I'm dealing with. But this is my philosophy, so I'm going to share it. I share it frequently, and it's very simple. Children should know they are special. Children should know they are loved. But they are not the center of the universe, and they need to know that. They
Right.
need to understand. They need to understand that. I'm telling you, mosquitoes love me.
It's this blanket.
Well,
They're
it's
attracted
also,
to it.
They're also attracted to, like, everything likes to
You
bite.
need to eat more garlic.
Everything likes to bite.
You
Well,
need
we're
to
gonna
get
have
more
pizza.
garlic.
We're gonna have pizza.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm diabetic, so I'm
All
also.
right. So the kids are the center of the universe, right? They're
No.
everything.
No, they
Oh.
think they are. And I like them to be reminded. So I told Quentin, because Quentin's the kind of person who'd be like, I'm going to give him a couple dollars for work. No, you're not. Not today. Not yesterday. Not the day before. Not while we're doing this. Absolutely not. Anything for the giving box. They do not get that. You know why? They need to be reminded that there's things that are important to do. And community service for me is the biggest one. I think that no matter what you are, religious affiliation, political affiliation, no matter what you are, the idea of helping others should be center to it. Everything. It should be, my way of helping might be different from your way of helping, but when it comes to meeting basic needs, and above that, basic comfort. Like, I don't want anyone to have to struggle if I'm watching. There's no way. I'm not okay with that. So that's how I end up, doing the things I do. And like I said, I had no idea Quentin existed. He walked in and told me, and I said, okay. And I think he was like, she sounds like she's interested. And then, he really got to know me. And it's like,
One
I
thing
said, we
led
talk
to
almost
another.
every day now. I cannot imagine a world without what we're doing right now. Because we need this in our corner. We
Yeah.
need this in our corner.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
what you got there, assistant? Shauna Lindy, LOL.
About kids
at
being the
ki-
center of attention. Look, we got Quentin, and as you see, I'm a talker. I always tell people I'm
Yeah.
a talker.
That's
So
okay.
Quentin and I are both talkers. She put us together, and it's a radio show.
Hey, that's all right. We
Except
can-
for I have to keep editing because I want to cuss. Because that's what I do.
Well, I mean,
By the way, if anyone wants to learn how to cuss in sign language, visit me at any time. I will teach you all the bad things, but
Oh
I'll
my
teach you good ones
goodness.
too. I will
don't
tell you,
listen to her.
Quinn, I will tell you one thing that's absolutely the truth about signs. Okay, so some of the signs are very self-evident. You said you believed when you were talking about the medical thing,
Yeah.
that the universal thing for it was medicine. You go to your arm, this is hospital or medicine.
Okay.
Now, if you're talking about specific medicine,
Uh-huh.
you take your hand like this, and because remember back in the day, this is an old language, guys, right?
Right.
So back in the day, everyone had to make your medicines.
Okay.
So you see the mortar and the
Okay.
pestle. This is medicine. Basically, you're showing them that you're grinding
Making-
up. You're grinding up and making the medicine.
Okay.
So this is universal. You are correct.
Well,
This
look
is
at me. I
medical,
learned something
doctor.
new.
This is medicine. So yeah, if you want to know other things, like I said, I love teaching it. It's a beautiful language.
Right.
But the language was made so long ago. Okay, I'll give an example. The language was made so long ago, we're not going to deal with any political correctness, nothing today, guys. So I'm just going to show you. This means girl. Why does this mean girl? This is the letter G, okay, guys? This is a ribbon on a bonnet. This means girl. This means boy. Why is this boy? Boys wear a page boy newspaper. Think about newspaper yelling, "Come out and
Little
get it!"
kid
Yeah.
on the street.
Yeah, it's a page boy hat, so you're showing him
Huh.
your hat.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
It's amazing.
So he is my brother. So I would go like this. That's brother. And then the person behind the camera, I could say is my sister. So this is my sister. Same thing. I'm telling you, I'm holding you close. So this is
Cool.
girl, sister. This is I'm holding her close.
Right.
This is my brother, or our boy, and then I'm holding him close.
Nice.
Except for I'm
nice.
more likely to shove him.
Well,
But
I'm,
I
I'm
have to
taking
sneak
you
off
with me if
camera.
we're going off the cliff.
Not off the cliff.
Oh, okay.
No, I need you here.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you were going to
hold
shove
on.
me.
You pay the electric here. You keep this place open. I can't let your ass leave.
Well, I mean, you
See,
know,
see what I told you guys?
it's all right.
You get me passionate and the words pop out, but that wasn't a bad.
Throttle down, Turbo.
I have to sneak off camera for a minute because I have to go handle issues.
All right.
I
So
will be back.
what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to come grab the camera and I'm
Oh,
going
you're
to
gonna
give
walk
you
around.
guys a little tour of what I've done with the Giving Box. So,
Can I tell you guys how much fun this has been? Like, I am so delighted to be here.
awesome.
Like,
Nice.
delighted.
I'm glad somebody showed up.
They're gonna show
I'm just
up.
kidding.
Don't worry.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Mary's
just
coming.
kidding.
Mary from the Nifty Thrifty is gonna be here.
Okay.
Let's see.
She's-
Shauna's a talker too with the sailor mouth.
oh Lord,
Okay, so
y'all would
let's
get
see.
y'all would get along great. All right,
See,
yo
ready,
guys.
Bad mouth.
All right, we're going to go for a ride. So y'all be careful.
Okay, guys.
Buckle up.
So I'm sneaking off for a few minutes. He's all yours.
All right, so here we're going to go, and I'm going to let you look at the ground for just a minute, and then I'm going to give you a view of what the Giving Box is from the outside. So that right there is what I painted on the outside of it. I'll get you a little bit closer so y'all can see it. So this is what you'll be seeing from the road. And I actually wrapped it around so that way when you are actually coming from the south, you'll see this from the road during the daytime. It's a little setback, but it kind of dark in the for the nighttime. I don't have any outside lights. I do have inside lights, so if you see the windows are lit up, that means that we are going to be open. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Yes, I tried my best to make this something that everybody would be able to recognize and something that everybody could, you know, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not collaborate, but everybody could, you know, associate with. So, hi, we've got a guest. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to see who our guest is here. All right, and so I'll let y'all know that I have improved the ramp on it a little bit. I know that skinny thing wasn't great last time, so I've actually built something other, you know, out of 2x4s and deck boards for you. It's pretty sturdy. Just to kind of give you guys an idea, this will be what we call the receiving area. It's the area that's painted in gray. That's where I'll be trying to receive most of my items. Right now we've got a bunch of Christmas items and stuff right here. All right, so you see the red background with the white cross. That is what I was talking about a while ago for the medicine cabinet. Yeah, like toothpaste or toothbrushes, dental floss, you know, stuff like that. You can kind of see some of the items I've got. I'm not exactly sure what that doodad is, but there's like wrist support bands and ankle support bands there that I've got. Let's see here. In the bed and bath area, we've got some of these sheet grippers that keep your sheets from falling off. Inside this tote here, I'm doing my best to try to make this as vermin proof as possible because I had a little trouble with that last year. Inside here are sheets and pillowcases and light blankets. There's only 1 or 2 sets in here, but there's some kids sheets in here as well. So we have had donations for elder underwear and I think what they call chucks, the pads and stuff that go up underneath it, and the actual pant liners as well. So we've got some of that going there. All this stuff is free, guys. I know there are a few people around here that take care of their elders and stuff, and I mean, I don't know how much these are a pack, but I know they're expensive. And if you need one to kind of tide you over or something others, then please help out your neighbor. Please help out your elder. Let me see here. Up here, we've got some miscellaneous stuff. I've got some Christmassy looking items and some, what is that? That's gift boxes. We've got a garment steamer, so still in the box. And we have several racks full of clothing. The bottom rack here is going to be women's pants, kids clothing, and then men's pants. And this top rack here is going to be all women's clothings, tops, shirts, etc. And longer, I've got the longer pieces like gowns and dresses, excuse me, gowns and dresses in the back here. And then on the other side of that, there's another rack. All right. So this rack is mostly guys' shirts and stuff like that. There's jackets in there. And then underneath that, I've got some guys' pants, guys' shoes. I've got a box of socks in a fox rocks. And we've got some ladies' pants. Some are pajama pants, some are jeans. We've got a few ladies' shoes, you know, so if you're looking for anything particular, we can probably help you out. And then on the other side, we have, oh my goodness, 2 vertical or horizontal shelves, and these are loaded with socks of different colors and various sizes. And I've got a few maternity items here, a couple pairs of shorts, and then the top is ladies undergarments. So various sizes up there. I mean, people get into all kind of situations, and I don't judge. Come get what you need, guys. We got some egg cartons here on top of the stand-up freezer. This is the stand-up freezer that I had in here last year. And at the moment, as you can see, we don't have anything in there yet, but we're working on it. On top of here, we've got a side-by-side refrigerator, a refrigerator freezer, I should say. And we've got a few dishes and odds and ends. I've got some glassware in this box here that I don't have room to display just yet. But as you can see, we've got a refrigerator and some more freezer storage. Okay. I've got a couple shelves up here for kitchenwares and whatnot, and all kinds of stuff in here, guys. This is the box of bags I was telling you about. Got you a toaster if you want it. And this is going to be like napkins and tablecloths in this little basket thing here. And then I'm going to back up and show you. I've got this chest top freezer. Inside of it, I've got dry goods like cereal and what else is in there? I think there's going to be like flour and sugar and stuff like that in there. So that way it's kind of vermin proof as well. Let's see what else. Okay, here's the seed exchanger. this is what I was talking about. I need to build something or put something up underneath this to get it up a little bit higher, so that way we can get up in here. So we're working on it. If anybody's got a great idea or wants to help, y'all let me know. All right, and then we are back around. Well, I've got steps off the side, so there's that, and then you can see where we are right here. I've got this filing cabinet here, and it is full of books and stationery. I've got books for adult readers, so just to kind of give you guys an idea. All copyrights go back to their respective peoples, so YouTube, y'all don't ding me on this. Also, we've got a bunch of crafty looking things, glue and paints, and I don't know, man, all kind of stuff in here. You just have to come look. Down here we've got some kids books, and we've got some pocket Bibles and a few more adult books and stuff. And then in the bottom of this is kind of a utility stuff. I've found some paint brushes and some vacuum cleaner bags, and everybody's got that one drawer in their kitchen that they just throw everything in. Don't lie and say you don't, because I know you do. That's what that is. We've got a few pictures hanging around. We've got some fancy looking things. Let me see if I can get, there we go. Lighting has been terrible, and I apologize, guys, but it's cloudy today, and yeah. So we've got some Christmas items, a few more. Yeah, Shauna, just one junk drawer. That's all I had room for. Oh my goodness. You've seen the house. So we've got some Christmas items here, and we've got a few knickknacks and whatnot. So, yeah, oh my goodness, there we go. All right, so Tanya was talking about, she sent me all kinds of things. So my director helped me organize this the best we could. And you guys, I'm telling you, if you need it, come get it. I'm pretty sure we got it. So, but there are things that I can use, and the biggest items are going to be toiletries and whatnot. Like, if anybody does like washcloths or travel size bars of deodorant and soap and shampoos, I don't know, man, little travel sizes of mouthwash or something, sometimes you just need something to hold you over for a couple of days until you can get back to where you're going. And I get it. So sometimes you don't need the whole kitchen sink. You just need somewhere to wash your face once. But yeah, we can use some of the stuff of this right here. The freezer and the refrigerator items and the dry storage. I will be getting some from Tanya's store, and I think other neighbors are going to be donating a little bit. But yeah, if you get into a situation where you find yourself at a store and you see a buy one get one sign for something other, buy one for yourself and drop off the other one here. If you can afford it. I'm not asking you to go out of your way to buy stuff for people. So yeah, let's just do the best we can with what we got. So, all right. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we got. So, all right.
it after the
All right, let me
turn.
get reset, guys. Hi, Mary.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm having a blast. How are you doing?
Good, good. It's really neat.
Thank you.
It came
Thank
out
you.
really nice.
You want to join me on camera and talk about some stuff? Or are you good?
I'm good right now.
Okay. No. No worries.
It's nice back here.
I know it's quiet right
I
here.
like your greenhouse.
I know. I built that thing from a lot of free stuff. Yeah. That's what I tell people. This is what I can do with free stuff. Can you imagine what I can do with money?
Yeah, right.
Speaking of that, I want to clarify a few things. Let's make sure what we do donate is legal and useful. Occasionally I get things that I just can't do anything with, and I just have to repurpose them or trash them. And occasionally things slip by you. I get it. But on the same token, guys, y'all be careful about what you're dropping off for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, you know, I look at it like, what if somebody was giving this to me? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel about it. We can't take anything like firearms or ammunition or fireworks. We can't take any kind of tobacco products or any kind of vapes. We can't take anything like that. If I receive anything like that, I'm going to have to destroy it and trash it, okay? We can't receive any illicit drugs or anything like that. Yeah, don't be bringing your fentanyl and your meth here, dude. That's just, no.
No, we can't have that.
No. As far as like monetary donations and stuff like that, we don't. It's going to have to be a monetary gift. Any kind of donation will be like food or clothing or toiletry items or anything like that. So we can only accept monetary gifts. No prescription medicines again. You know, if I wasn't prescribed the medicine, I wouldn't be able to take it because I don't know what it's going to do to me. Because, you know, it's just going to be bad news. And if you do drop off anything like Tylenol or something, make sure it's in a sealed container. So that way the weather doesn't get to it and destroy it and make it not usable. We don't want vermin to get into it either. So,
Pay attention, lady.
let's see. What else? Can I say? So soon, hopefully, we will be having another guest show up to come and talk to us about hopefully some gardening and some pasture poultry and some other things. We will see. So I'm going to give another shout out to our sponsors. All right, so we've got, where did the food line boxes come from?
Foodbank.
All right, so the food line come from a food bank. Do we know what food bank?
It's all Southeastern
Okay.
roads.
So it's kind of a conglomeration of
Yep.
things. Okay. All right, so, and then we've got the cakes. They came from?
Things come to the food bank from Food Line, obviously,
Okay.
from Whole Foods,
Okay.
from Wawa,
Okay, we got some things from Wawa. Yep,
Mood
yep, yep.
Exotics.
All right, Mood Exotics. Yeah, they donated some. I saw those those crazy cereals.
They are super healthy, but they look like they're kid cereals.
Neat.
But guys, I'll be
neat.
back on camera in a couple minutes, just taking care of a few things on the other side.
That's all right. So who else? All right. So you said Bubba's was a sponsor.
Bubba's is a sponsor.
All right.
We'll be getting stuff from them later today. Got to definitely give them a shout out. They
Right.
didn't even hesitate.
Yeah,
Sounds
they're
for
just
the
sponsoring
pizza.
the live stream. They're not sponsoring the giving box.
Mm-mm.
Just the live stream for today. So
Just
you
a
know, they're
live
not-
stream, and that they loved when they heard what we do, heard what
Right.
you do.
Right.
I consider me to be part of we, even though it's
Yeah.
really you.
Well, I mean, it's a community thing.
It
Everybody's
is.
involved,
Yep.
whether you like it or not. You live here. You're involved.
Oh, and when I come up there, I'm bringing a special person who hasn't been on the camera yet. I'm going to bring Mary up there so she can come say hi.
Okay. Well, we'll introduce her in a second, and then I'll let you guys talk a little bit. How
Sal's
about that?
Pizza.
Sal's Pizza.
Sal's
Yes, that was the other
Pizza.
one. So about
New
1
management.
p.m., 1:30, somewhere around that area, we're gonna have a couple pizzas here from Sal's Pizza. So if anybody has
Five pizzas.
5 pizzas. Sorry. So it's going to be kind of limited. I don't know how many people are going to be able to join us this afternoon, but yes, most definitely we want to keep this live stream going for what time we got? I don't have my watch on today.
I don't even know what time it is.
11:50.
All right, so it's about noon now. So I want to keep this going for at least 2 more hours, hour and a half. So that way we can get the pizza here and we can sit here and eat in front of you while y'all watch this.
But you can come get some, so I don't want to hear any complaints about making you hungry.
Right.
It's
right,
Sunday. What you doing?
Right. So after y'all get done with your morning meetings and stuff like that, y'all come stop by. So we're up here on Davenport Road. Wait a minute, what?
Address, sir.
Yes, I'm great. Okay. Yeah. All right. Calm down, assistant. I got you. So from downtown Gloucester, you take Highway 17. That'll be the main highway going north and south. You take it north, and you'll leave Gloucester proper, and you'll go about 9 miles north, and you'll see a Dollar
I'll throw that
General
out
on the
there, too.
right, and you'll see Dutton's
Yep.
grocery store on the left-hand side. That'll be the Woods Crossroad area, and Davenport Road is right there. You'll take a left, and you'll go down about 1.2 miles, and on the left-hand
They
side
say he owns
will
with
be an open area where the giving box is, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see the Morning Glory Baptist Church.
You know.
We're directly across the
picking
street
us
from the
up
Morning
right
Glory
here.
Baptist Church. So, the actual address, physical address, if you want to type it into your
Is he
GPS, is
picking
going to
me
be
up something right here?
9083 Davenport Road, Davenport Road, CHWAY. Wait,
CESTER.
GLOUCESTER.
Oh, Lord. All right. Let me start that one over. GLOUCESTER.
Yeah.
All right.
Gloucester.
Yeah, that's a difficult one to yeah. Anyway, Virginia 23061. So, if you look back in the comments, I think there is the address posted in there as well if you want to copy and paste it or something other to that effect. I'm getting ready to get rid of some coffee, so I think what we're going to do here in a minute is we're going to get Tanya and Mary up here to talk about what they do in the store a little bit and how they met, and just kind of tell what they do for the community a little bit. So, what in the Banana Republic are you doing?
You know I don't
Making
travel
coffee so I
without
get on
it. Just
camera?
like American
Oh.
Express, honey. I grabbed this undercard. Let's go.
Oh my goodness gracious. So, all right.
I'm here.
Uh-oh.
You gonna say, okay, guys.
All
I'm
right, so
back.
Tanya Buck is back.
Yep.
All right. And so
Caffeinated.
in a minute, we'll introduce Mary as soon as she's done with
She's taking care of stuff.
With my
her
smoke.
paperwork over there.
The paperwork.
We got to, release forms and all that other
It
good
is
stuff. You
paper.
know what I'm
It is paper.
saying.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about Mary before you meet her. So, Mary came in my store and told me she used to shop in there when it was Tony's.
Okay.
And I had a rack of clothes that I affectionately called the Hoochie Mama rack. So it was stuff that came from a closed down boutique in Portsmouth. It's actually where I got my jewelry too, guys. I do have jewelry, and almost all my jewelry is new, and some of it's vintage new. And none of that was expensive, none of it.
Speaking of that, are you still looking for the earring cards?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So if anybody's got those little cards that hang up that you put the earrings in,
Yeah, either whether they hang up where it has like a little hook clip or whether it can go on a metal rod, I have all that for that.
yeah.
So, you know, I do get things in that are donated that I would really like to be able to put that way because it's the easiest way to shop.
And
Girls,
you've
you know what I'm talking
also-
about. It's the easiest way to shop for jewelry. No one wants to dig through boxes.
And you
For the most
also
part.
need that little
I need a tiger gun. So one of the things that I have a lot of that I give away and I sell too, depending, is socks and hosiery and things like that. And there's really no good way to display them without hanging them. And I mean, when someone needs, they don't mind going through the box. But when someone's shopping leisurely, they really want them to be hanging.
Right.
So it's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Mary came in and she was looking at the Hoochie Mama rack and we were both joking about it. She was like, ooh, who's going to wear that? I said, I don't know. Someone's going to.
I need a whole lot more material.
Yeah, she said, she was going to. Or she'd say things like, this is a large? Are you sure this is a large? It says it's a large. That's all I can tell you. That's what it's supposed to stretch to be. So we were joking around about it and then she told me like things she was looking for, and then she just kept joking around and saying, if you want help, I'll come help you.
Sure.
And I said, oh, well, okay. And then she kind of just started helping me. Didn't wait for the permission because she don't wait for permission. She just started helping me. And,
You'll understand when you meet Mary.
yes, but Mary, as I said earlier when she wasn't here, I said Mary knows a lot about everything. So she's got a lot of information and love to give, and when she found out that, you know, we were doing the food pantry, like the very next time she came, she brought food for the food pantry. In fact, I've got food in the car for the food pantry that came from Mary to put in there
Nice.
today.
Nice.
So we've got some canned goods, some paper jelly, all those kind of things.
Awesome.
So
And
Mary
we gave it
makes
to
me
two
laugh.
needy girls yesterday.
Drives me crazy because she's always telling me, you better put your stuff away. I have a bad habit of leaving stuff out, just sitting out. You better put your purse behind the counter.
Mm.
So she's always
Yeah.
on me. She's the
Right.
reason that my purse is now fluorescent orange so that I can find it, because when it was black, I could never figure out where it was. I always lose my phone, so having someone else who can call my phone is a good thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, she keeps me in line. She keeps me more than honest. And she is now Nina, grandma to my children. You can't
That's
tell her
my
those are not her
babies.
grandchildren. Those are her babies.
Those my boys.
Well, let's not keep them in too much more suspense. Come on up here and introduce yourself, Mary.
Oh boy, here I go.
Here comes trouble.
Uh-oh.
Grab,
Trouble with the New York
grab your
accent.
coffee.
You gonna be able to get through like that? She's coming through on the opposite
You trying
side.
to say I'm
Ah.
that big? I can't
No,
get through
they
there.
stepped over there. I can't
There
see how
you
far
go.
it goes
You're
over.
starting with me
See there?
already.
See, she claimed I'm starting with her.
I was up
Hold
beside
on.
you and you are starting with me already.
I'm from Ocean View in Tappahannock, and we have a tendency when we get like animated, our grammar changes. So just if you guys wonder why all of a sudden I'm just talking and I leave out words, or I got mad at somebody one day and instead of saying that's how it's going to be, it came out that how it gonna be. So yeah, Mary will get me out and I'll start talking broken English. All right, so Mary.
Well, hello everybody. Yes, I am Mary. I have fun working with Miss Tanya.
I tell her my name again.
She likes to
Always good.
pick on people, so that's just expected from her. But I know how to handle that too. And
We ain't gonna talk about how you handle things.
we work at the store. We trying to help the community the best that we can. We also have a food pantry. We help with food. We get food from different people and organizations that also like to help out.
Foodbank's the big one.
Yes, Foodbank is a very big one for us, and we're thankful and blessed to have it so that we can bless the community and help. That's number one top priority.
When you weren't here, I didn't go into names or anything, but I said there was a couple girls that we were helping right now.
Yes.
We gave them a tent.
Yes.
We gave them clothing. What did in your shoes? Food. Anything we could think of. Toiletries like deodorant and stuff.
Yes.
So, you know, we people tell us whatever their situation is. They tell us whatever they're going to tell us. We don't have judgment as to what other issues or things they may have. All we want to do is help.
Is help make sure they're safe
Yes.
and comfortable for the time being. We also have the Salvation Army that we also help with, and they help us. Anybody's welcome that needs to go to the Salvation Army. They will help you. We're just trying to build up as much as we can to help the community in the best way we can.
I told them a little bit about that we are centered between the Salvation Army and we're centered between a place to meet, which is a place that does NA and AA.
Yes.
We provide their sugary snacks over there to help them with their recovery. We encourage both the Salvation Army and Place to Meet, if they know of anyone who's struggling in any way, to let them know what we have, what we can do. Because again, my cell number is the number for the store. So if people can reach me anytime, day or night. If there's something I can do, I will do it. So
Say your telephone number.
my phone number, we did show you guys the card earlier, but my phone number is 757-771-5989. I'm sure Quentin might send a link also to the Nifty Thrifty Facebook. I also monitor that. It's on my phone. Everything's on my damn phone. That I often lose and Mary has to call. But
That's a game. That turned into a game.
where's my phone? Call my phone. But yeah, so, well, you know, you get into doing something, you set it down, and then girls' clothes, again, you don't know about this, Quentin. Girls' clothes often do not have pockets. So if you can't shove it in your bra or a pocket, you end up setting it down, and then I get donations and stuff ends up at the top of my phone. So when she says it's a game, you'll hear my phone and go, where's that coming from?
Which box is that?
Yeah, where is it?
She
Oh, it's
overstuffs-
underneath all of this.
She tries to overstuff all her pockets, is what it is.
Well, let's see. What do I got in my pockets right now? Phone.
Gonna get you a fanny
Lipstick.
pack.
This lipstick is called Unicorn Tears. You want to see some crazy looking lipstick? It looks blue, then when you put it on, it turns purple amber.
Huh.
Unicorn Tears.
I
My
told
daughter
you
bought
you
it.
stuck your head up a unicorn's butt.
It's matching
I
her
got-
hair today.
I got bad substances that are not illegal in my pocket. Okay, all right, so that's it.
You talk
Lighters.
too much sometimes. Do you know
Lighters.
that? Okay.
Lighters. Not illegal.
Lighters?
Yeah, not illegal.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so Mary is like, when Mary has a day where she can't be there, like yesterday you couldn't be there until the end of the
maybe.
day. I gotta tell you, I miss having her there. She makes me laugh. She's great with customers, you know, and the people come to the giving box, I've started referring to them as his clientele, you know, or customers. I tend to call them both for you. But again, know that everything at the giving box is free. Many things at the Nifty Thrifty are free if needed as well. But everything here is free. You should know that.
Yes.
Make sure it's clear because we are different.
And if there's something specific you would like, you don't see it at the store, or you don't see it here, Miss Tanya has plenty at her property. So I'm pretty sure if you want something specific, she may have it. All you have to do is call and ask, and she will try to get.
Now, Mary, because one of the things we were talking about earlier, I really want you to kick in on this, okay? So we were talking earlier about how we have a lot of medical things and how expensive those can be. And I was saying, I found out that for some people getting certain kinds of walkers is $80, even with their insurance. And
Something like this.
okay,
There's a place called Scottish Rite
okay,
Church.
tell them.
There's a place called Scottish Rite Church on Harpersville Road in Newport News. The church, if you're in need of any medical equipment, they'd be more than glad to try to help you with it. If they don't have it there, they have other organizations that may have it.
Beautiful.
So if you're in desperate need of equipment, please contact the Scottish Rite off of Harpersville in Newport News.
Now, do you have the information for being able to reach them as well? Because if
I don't
not,
have the number, but we can.
we
get
can look into that and we
Alright.
can attach it to this video.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason that Mary comes to mind with these things is that Mary has a nursing background. So realizing how expensive these things can be and how needed they can be. And sometimes, like I said, you don't have an option for, it's too much from insurance, or maybe your insurance just won't cover it. Like I had a customer come in the other day.
Out of network.
Yeah, she was looking for a motorized wheelchair because she's got the push thing, but she's older. Her husband is about 200 pounds or so,
Mm.
and pushing him is going to exhaust her. So, and she needs something lightweight she can lift.
Mm.
So I told her we have a few at our house, and we're going to have to look and see what would work for her and figure that out. But things like that, we don't sell them for a lot. We don't, because
No.
that is one of those things you're looking
Yeah.
at. That's a need. And if they told me I absolutely cannot afford this, but absolutely need it,
Yeah.
then it's nothing. You take it and you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a
Then
lot
we
of
give
take it
it
and go.
away.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is it's everybody helping everybody.
Yes.
So
We all have to stick together in order to be able to take care of the community.
That's absolutely the case. And it's, I think individuals one-on-one, when you ask an individual, hey, can you help me? Or, hey, can you do this? If they're an open-minded individual, you're going to get some help. But they may not have the ability to help you or know where to go to get the help that you need. So perhaps those things are something you end up knowing more about later. By having the Giving Box partner with the Newport, and then we have friends at the Foodbank, we have friends at the churches, we have other people in the community, Salvation Army, a place to meet, and all those things, we're able to access more resources. We're able to let more people know what's available. And if we don't know, give us a couple days. We'll see what we can do to help you. Maybe we can, maybe we can't.
bringing
But
it
if nothing
together.
else, you're going to make that interconnection work to go, you know what? Maybe I just need someone to talk to today. I need someone to talk to because that's a rough day. So whatever it is, I always tell people, this is where I am going to go.
Or if you just need
I always
a
tell
hug.
people they can come to the meeting, they can come get hugs, come talk shit, because that's what I do. I'm there all the time. That's what I
Right.
do. So I've been trying to watch my mouth, but that's exactly how I describe myself, so that's what you're going to get this time.
Right.
She's a pistol.
And,
There goes our boys.
yep, the boys are back on the farm, little farm,
Yeah.
He's going
and
to
Fred's
kill me.
back.
He's gonna kill me.
Fred's going to kill you. Why was he supposed to meet you and you kept going?
No, did he go back to the store to go get me?
Not,
And
I
I
don't know.
was
That's a
on my
question
way
for
here.
Fred. So Mary had
Did
not
she go
been out to the
specifically
Giving
to the
Box,
store to get me?
and we didn't
I
want her
was
to
trying
overshoot it.
answer you. You know the man from the.
Anyway, so I'm talking to you guys when I say
Yeah.
again,
I'm sorry.
are there questions that you have? Are there things that you need? Even if they're silly, ridiculous questions, ask them.
Hi,
That's
baby.
what we're here for.
This is one of her boys,
Yeah.
my sweetheart. He is
Say
so
hi, Victor.
precious, and he's a hard worker, and he also helps out too.
Yep, we put him to work in the store. I told you guys earlier, my philosophy is children should know they're special, but they are not. I also say polite child or a dead child, but I'm kidding. But I do want politeness when possible. But no, I mean, it's too easy when you have all this confluence of things. Like, you have the world around you, you have your family dynamic, you have what you see on television or media, you have all these different influences of who and what you're going to be. And what I want my sons to be when they grow up is good people, good men, good, like they would stop and help someone just because they needed it. And if they had the ability to help them, they'd do what they could to get someone else to help them. You know, I have to say that the men who are the most important in my life, who in my daily life, I would say those are the kind of men they are. You know, and that's the kind of people that we strive to be. Like, I have called this woman and been able to show up at her house 10 o'clock at night. I just need something from her. You know, I could call Quentin, and if it was serious enough, he would get himself out that house and come help me.
Ooh-wee, you asking a lot.
Don't ask me. I mean, if it was serious, he would hop up.
No, I wouldn't even
I
hesitate.
know
Don't you
would.
worry.
But I wouldn't call you at midnight just to be like, I need you to something.
You drunk call me at midnight. Oh, I tell you
It better be
what.
worth it. It better
That's
be worth
it. It better be.
Don't call him at midnight to ask him for a Pepsi Cola.
Right?
Truth be told, I don't care what you call me. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Now, I will say this on a separate note. At the Nifty Thrifty, we do cook there 2 or 3 nights a week. So it really is a family environment. And Quentin makes the best friggin' bread. I called him up. Hold on. I called him up the other day and I said, Quentin, I said, I got a bone to pick with you. And he said, oh, Lord. Hold on. He said, oh, Lord. And I said, what is it? I said, you made bread for Mary and now she will not shut up about it. So that is my problem with you.
You know why? Because
yeah,
now I want my own loaf.
Right,
I
right.
don't want to share it.
We did
It's
share
too
it.
good.
It was good. I actually made a Mexican chicken soup. Basically, it's chicken soup like you would make it homemade, but then you cook down fresh tomatoes in it. So it's not a tomato base. It just has fresh tomatoes in it. And then you chop up fresh cilantro about a half hour before you serve it. And let that just steep a little bit in it. It's really good. This man,
It
Quentin,
came out delicious
what did Quentin say about my food?
with Quentin's bread.
This is the South, y'all. So what did Quentin say about my food?
He said,
You put your foot in it.
yeah, he put his
Thank
foot
you,
in it.
Fred. I put my foot in it.
Oh boy.
So
Is
people-
he gonna spoil me today?
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Guess what that is,
he
Miss Mary?
is so special and precious.
all right. You gotta show it. You gotta show it.
I'll show it, but you're
I'm
gonna
not
get
touching
away
it.
from my bread. Can't touch, like the
So
song said.
what kind did I give
Can't
you?
touch this.
It also said you legit quit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Oh,
Y'all look
this
good, y'all look
is a
good. Y'all stay there.
special treat,
so,
everybody.
So what kind did I make?
Cause his
What kind is that, Mary?
it's raisin bread.
Woo!
Yes, and it looks
get you.
delicious.
you gave her the whole thing.
I gotta hide with my bucket.
She ain't go-
I gotta hide with my bucket.
I just found
'cause
out there's homemade raisin bread.
Miss Tina already
This is
trying
over.
to be
I'm leaving.
nosy and find out who this is going to.
I'm going. See, she's
This
so
is
busy
a
talking.
private bucket.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. Thank you, Mr. Quentin.
You're
I'm
welcome,
sure
Mary.
going to enjoy that, honey. You so special to us.
He is special.
Yes, he is.
Very special. In
Yes,
all the
he
ways
is.
that defines.
That was a blessing.
Hey, Lion, don't listen to him.
So, like I was saying, we are family. We've all become extended family. And like I said, I cook there. We spend hours there. Quentin was out there helping us. It wasn't even for him that time. Quentin was up there helping us until like 10 o'clock at night.
Yes, he does. He's a hard worker.
You know, and he's not even on the roster, but he is. He didn't know.
He just didn't know it.
Yeah, no.
I get goat roped in all kind of things.
Yeah.
Goat roped. I like that.
You
It rhymes and it sounds country as hell.
know that's right.
But that fostering the community, fostering the support and the love amongst all things. So, it doesn't matter what background you have. It doesn't matter what you have. If we can help you come, or you want to help us, you can do that. You want to help him, it's all us. When I say us, I'm defining it as all of us. If there's things that you want to help with, that you think you could be a part, it's good for the heart. It's good for the soul. It might be good for the muscles. I'm not sure.
We try to use his muscles.
Whoa.
Hold on. I'm the kind of girl that I have this one friend I call the mayor. His name is Chris, and I'll have to give him a link to this later because I forgot to give him a link in advance. But the mayor, I met him out at Stagecoach, which is a outdoor flea market out here. And he was just waving at everybody. He had on a dress shirt and a tie, and he just like, hi to everybody. So I call him the mayor, and whenever the mayor comes to visit, I put him to work. Customer needs someone taking their car. You're a big strong man. Take it out there.
Yes, yes, please, and thank you very
Nice.
much.
That's Mary. Yes, please, and thank you. She doesn't wait to see if they said yes. She tells them yes,
thank
please,
you.
and thank you.
Thank you.
But I gotta say, I want what Clinton has here to grow. So the big things that we have been talking about, we're mentioning them again because someone might be tuning in late.
That's
So
fine.
let's cover it. Okay, so first off, it's getting cold, y'all. I know it doesn't look like it with how I'm dressed right now, but
It's
it
the
is
middle
getting
of
cold.
November. What the world?
Hats, scarves, gloves, coats, winter wear like long johns or layers because we got a lot of people who are construction or farms. We talked about there's things that you take for granted that you have in the house that
Yes.
when you don't, you notice. So earlier, Mary, you were not here. When I was up in Tappahannock, I went to Warsaw. Went to
Right.
this little cafe, and they had a sign in the bathroom, and the sign in the bathroom says, "If you run out of toilet paper, text me because I know you're on your phone." So, but we all kind of take those things for granted, and you know, that's something we need. So we're asking not for a lot, but whatever you want to give that's a monetary gift to us, basically it's going to go towards getting the things that we may not have donated that are needs. That would be toilet paper, paper towels, sanitary needs. Now I will tell you the Nifty Thrifty has a lot of the personal care doll for our adults or the people who might have, you know, other issues like incontinence. We do have what's called the chucks, the ones you lay flat. We got
Pull-ups.
pull-ups. We got all those
Pads.
things.
That's just
Pads.
Ralph.
We give those things, you know, as needed.
No,
He's
he
got
bought an Interceptor.
he's got a good amount here right now, but at some point I may not have those in stock, but we're gonna need them. So if you that's a need. We want our elders not to be stuck at home. Because
Right.
Maybe they can't be far from a bathroom.
Right.
So it is Gloucester, and a lot of places will let you use their bathroom, but we all
Still.
know still. All right, other things that we need. I talked a lot about women in particular, but everybody, but women in particular. We tend to sacrifice for our what we want or need, our comfort, to make sure someone else has. I can tell you, if my children needed anything, this woman would come out of her pocket and give it. She wouldn't buy what she needed. She would make sure they have what they need. So with that spirit in mind, I said the first thing to go is hair. We will buy the cheapest shampoo and conditioner because we can't afford the stuff we really need. We, you know, because some of us need it. I put cheap shampoo in, well, I can use cheap shampoo, but if I put cheap conditioner in my hair, I'm mixed in my hair.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I'm one of those people that has to oil their hair. If I don't, it looks like my mama didn't love me to take care of my hair. So anyway, that being said, we give up a lot for other people. So we've actually got some really nice bath care items in there. Mr. Jenkins, who's a person who's local. Mr. Jenkins, love you, Mr. Jenkins.
Thank you, Ev.
He
Thank you.
donated a lot of the beauty care or the bath care stuff we have.
Yeah.
He donated a lot of it from his own personal things from him and his wife. Now, shout out to the kind of things we do in the community. In particular, Miss Jenkins hasn't been feeling too great.
Right.
So I have been sending her books like a library. Because she used to read a book a day, but right now she's reading no more than a book a day.
Yeah,
So
she loves to
I send
read.
him home with bags full of free books. Take them to her. I pick them out for her. I pick her out what I think she'll
Okay,
like.
nice.
So I don't even know if you knew about that one.
No, I hadn't
But that's
heard
the
about
kind
this
of
yet.
thing, like that's a community thing. She needs it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of reading would end up being a prohibitive expense. So why am I going to charge? And I don't care. He can donate them back if he wants, or keep them, or give them to someone else. Whatever's needed. So, you know, that's the kind of things we do and we need, and that's the kind of thing we do here. He already knows that if someone needs something he doesn't regularly carry in here, just come see me. Come see me, come talk to me, and I'll tell you what you need. So other things we talked about is the big one out here is tools.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Quinn, for your suggestions to talk about tools are needed. They don't have to be pretty, they just have to work. Do you want to be on camera for a minute? No. Okay. He said no, and we'll respect that. All right. Okay, not his goal. Gardening
He's
needs.
camera shy.
So, yes, you may. Gardening needs. I'm being asked if someone can have a blueberry. We have lots of cakes and pies out here. if anyone's seen Deuce and Bigelow.
Can you pan over to that table and
Has
show them,
anyone
please?
seen Deuce Bigelow when the one girl's like cakes and pies, cakes
Cookies
and pies?
Oh my goodness gracious now.
She gets very
Yeah.
excited.
Cakes and pies.
Yeah, so cakes and pies, cakes and pies. We have a lot of sweets out here, breakfast sweets.
Don't take a picture of the bucket though.
She
No,
don't-
that's-
she ain't sharing the bread.
Come on. We know that's for you, Mary.
So,
Just gotta tease and pick.
but what was I saying? Tools and gardening needs, because we not only have people with
Yeah.
farms, we have people who still do gardening.
Right.
Land their own little personal landscaping. So some of it's larger scale, some of it's smaller scale. It can all be used. So if it's something that's gardening and it's half open, we can
Yeah.
still take it.
Definitely, because
Only
that's
thing we can't take open is what?
medicines. Yeah.
Medicine.
No open medicines, because we don't want them to get ruined and lose their effectiveness and stuff like that. So
And that's over the counter only.
correct.
Again, no
prescription.
prescriptions. Please don't show up here with metformin.
Yeah, no, we don't need
No.
we don't need
Uh,
prescription medications.
no,
Thank you.
No. But if someone does need help with medicine, we normally know organizations that can help. You are welcome to ask about it, and we might be able to tell you where you can go to get the assistance you might need.
right.
But
right.
actually carrying it in here or in my store, we do not.
Yeah, we're not licensed pharmacies or anything like that. So y'all,
Yeah.
again, we're
But
just
please reach
neighbors.
out if there's a way we can provide information.
Yes, just neighbors helping neighbors, and
Mhm.
we'll do the best we can with what we got. So, along with the lawn and garden thing, we've got Shauna to thank for the seed exchanger for building that. Oh my goodness, she got a round of applause this
Oh,
time.
yeah. Hold on. No,
Okay.
you're right. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
All right.
there's clapping from outside. He may not be on camera, but he's willing to clap. He
Nice.
put it out
Nice.
there.
So that's for the people that we want to exchange seeds in our gardens and stuff. Some people are maybe first time gardeners and starting out. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come check it out, I do know a few master gardeners in the area, and I would do my best to try to get you as much advice as possible, and I'll help you as much as I can. I've learned a lot in the last few years myself.
Oh, I'm so excited. When Donna gets here, Donna's going to be teaching me a lot of things that I was not familiar with. Like, I'm from, we're considered southern and considered country, but I'm not really country. I was city, but I definitely had a desire to learn a lot of things. That's an example of someone else teaching things, so I'm going to be learning more about gardening
That's
from
it.
her and canning and other
That's
stuff.
what I learned.
I'm excited.
How to
Like canning!
I love to can the pickles.
Oh, yes.
Sweet pickles,
I'm going to
bread
step
and
off
butter
camera for a
pickles.
minute. You want to come up front? You're welcome to. It's nice and cushy on my seat.
Well, I'm good. Hey, find out where Donna's at.
Okay.
Since my phone, since you're stepping up.
Okay.
So, all right, I'll sit up here with Mary. And we'll chit chat some more. Oh my goodness, this is cushy.
Put a lot of patty.
Nice. Oh man, I didn't know what I was missing.
She made sure she was sitting comfortable.
Right? All right, Mary. So, what else can you tell us about the thrift store and how you participate in the community?
Well, I play my part in the store on helping, organizing stuff in the store.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we get customers, we make sure we greet them
Right.
at our highest respect.
Right.
Like we said, we also like to help the mothers with children, fathers with children
Right.
who need food, who need clothing,
Right.
or who need just hygiene stuff. You're
Right.
welcome, come down. We will help you.
Occasionally everybody gets on hard times. I understand.
Yes.
And sometimes you just need a helping hand, a one-time thing.
And the major thing is we try to sell everything at a reasonable price so that our people in our community can afford to get it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you can't afford brand new, and that's okay.
Yes, it's nothing wrong with something good and used.
Yes, definitely. I mean,
That's
honestly,
what we call one man's
trash is another man's treasure.
Yes.
That's
yes,
it.
That's it right there.
Shoot. So what kind of experience do you have in helping the community? Didn't you say you were like a nurse or something?
I
at
did
one time?
nursing for 34 years. I've helped a lot of people in Gloucester County all the way to Virginia Beach. I had traveled with my experience and worked with a lot of wonderful people that were sick and really needed care and help. I have no limit when it comes to helping the need. I try to do everything to my best of my ability, and if I can't help you, I sure will find somebody that can.
There you go.
We try to be united all together.
Right.
All together, we could do a whole lot more,
That's it.
and that becomes a blessing and a bonding.
That's how.
I enjoy people. I'm a people person, and sometimes I could get silly, or sometimes I slip a little every now and then.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's okay. It's all in good terms, though.
everything in moderation, right?
That's
you need
right.
You need a little wild now every now and then. A
Yeah,
little stress relief.
Yeah, gotta shake it off a little.
That is. Right, right.
I think we all need that every now and then.
That's it. Shoot.
But yes, come on down and see us. Come on down here, get some sweets, get some food, and enjoy. So we welcome everybody.
No, that's my assistant. Just says,
And come see what we have.
Yes.
right, and
We have a variety of stuff.
right.
And like we said, if we don't have it here, we don't have it at the store. Miss
Right.
Tanya may have it on her property. She has a great big load of stuff. So whatever you need, come on down.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I think our next guest is here, so we'll let them get situated. And then we'll bring them on up, and we'll start talking about other odds and ends and whatnot. So, yeah. Cool beans. Well, Mary,
Yes.
do you want to hang out, or do you want to go off camera for now?
I'm gonna let somebody else get this one.
Well, Mary, thank you very much for
Thank you
joining
very
us.
much. You are so special to us
Thank you.
and to me. You are very.
Oh, you're gonna make me
Sweetheart.
blush. Don't know it.
That's
now.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay. It's good to blush every now and then, honey.
Enjoy your bread, Mary.
Thank you, darling. Look, I'm gonna put it in the vehicle now,
There you go.
so it'll be safe.
There it is. Now look, if you don't bring the container back, I can't fill it
Oh,
up.
I'm definitely
There
bringing
you
that
go.
back. I'm faithful, and you don't bring the bowl back, you don't get a refill.
There it is.
Awesome sauce. All right. Well, I'm going to switch chairs and get ready for our next
I am
guest.
going to enjoy this.
So we've got Quinn here sneaking in, photobombing us. Come on in, have a seat, Quinn.
Did you not notice that I was hanging this over your head?
Well, I was paying attention to other adult things at the moment, so no, I didn't. But so, what can you tell us about your mom's shop?
Well, I'm saying it's great for the community
Yeah.
because, she has a bit of an
Good
open
kid.
pantry in there.
I love them.
Right.
Yes.
But what do you do to help out in the shop?
Well, I gotta bring stuff in, bring stuff out,
What kind of things do you bring in?
Clean stuff.
like cleaning stuff,
Right.
stuff like furniture.
Yeah. Do you ever find anything that's broken or dirty? Do you have to clean up things, or do you have to wash items or anything like that?
Yeah, I have to clean some things.
Okay. So good deal. What other kind of questions can we ask? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Wait, are you a fifth grader?
No, I'm a sixth grader.
Okay, so you should be smarter than a fifth grader, right?
Yeah,
All right. So what's 2 plus 2?
4.
Okay, good. You're at least that smart. No, these kids are pretty good.
They're hard
I just like
workers.
messing with them a little bit.
They are hard workers. That's why when they're with me, I give them point blank. We had a ball out there the whole weekend.
I'm going to introduce Nat for just a moment. I don't think he's going to stay on camera long.
Why? Huh?
So, well, I mean, it's got the Gorilla Glass on it. So just come up for just a moment, Nat. Let's say hi. Doing good, sir. Good. How was the party last night? Y'all have, I heard y'all had fire trucks out there.
Yeah.
Right, right. Well,
She
I
okay?
was busy in giving back.
Is she okay?
She got your cigarette.
All right, hang on. We'll be right back, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, he smelled the cigarette. I didn't know that. Mine, I just lit a cigarette. She said she smelled it. I didn't know that. Does she have an asthma pump with her? Does she have an asthma
No.
with her?
Okay, hang on. Everything's all right.
Tanya, you got your asthma pump with you?
Okay.
The asthma pump.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Let's see if I got one in my bag.
well, I think the most people we've had in here at one time was about 8. So we've got a lot of people checking off the like button on it. We've got a handful of comments come through. Everybody that's seen it seems to like it and everything. So, hang on just a minute. Okay. All right, everybody's okay. Okay, we just had a little bit of yeah, it's a little bit of an excitement. Allergic reaction is all, so we're good. We're good. Everybody's okay.
She can come inside.
One of our neighbors is allergic to tobacco smoke, is what it is. And yeah, they were standing in the wrong downwind. So it's okay for now. So, all right, back to you guys. Y'all live on a historical farm, right?
Yeah.
I've forgotten the name of it, Matt. Could you remind me?
New Upton Farm.
New Upton Farm, and that is on
I think it was originally 6,000 acres land around.
okay,
Not around, but
6,000 acres of farmland that what the government?
no, they bought it, I believe, from a neighbor.
Okay,
I can't think of the name of that farm. Slipped my mind right now. But built, the house was built by
Oh,
a member of the House of
that's why I didn't touch it.
So
I couldn't smell them.
it's not had great care given
right, right.
the past 20 years. So we're trying to resurrect it.
Okay, so it's a historical farmhouse, right? And it's lacked in maintenance for a little while, and you guys are trying to restore it. Now, when was the original farmhouse built? Do you remember?
1750s,
Whoo, mercy!
around 1750.
1750. So that would make it 274 years old. Holy moly! Wait.
It's almost as old as you.
I was fixing to say, wait a minute now. If it was built in 1750, wasn't America officially a country in 1776? Or wait. Make sure I got my history right.
That's when the Declaration was.
Okay. So this house was built before America was officially America.
It's when we still
Woo!
had the House of Burgesses in Williamsburg.
Okay.
And then it moved to Richmond at some point. I don't remember when.
Okay.
And after that, we had a little uprising
Uh-huh.
and embarrassed the Brits.
What was that the Tea Party? Was that no?
No,
wait.
they were under Yorktown.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'm not a history guy. I really ain't. I'm more science and math, truth be told. But yeah. So if say a neighbor wanted to come give you guys a hand, what do you think would be a way that they could help you guys out? If, per se, they wanted to be willing to help.
Bring money.
Right. We understand. We understand money can do lots of things.
It's
But
a lot of grunt labor. We're trying to expand our small garden operation.
right.
We sorry state of food in this country. I'd like to be able to open the garden and come pick your own.
Right. Y'all got quite a bit of land. How much land is, what is it? Several acres, right?
Well, we have only about 20.
Okay, so you
And of
can make a
course-
little garden, huh?
Oh yeah. Chemical free.
There it is.
Don't want any stinking chemicals.
Yeah. We want to try to be as natural as possible. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, Nat, I do appreciate it. Is your better half ready to?
She's
come on,
over
maybe?
there, right in front of them.
She about ready? So, we'll make sure that she's good and go, and then I think what we'll do is we'll reset this table, maybe move a little bit closer, and I think she's going to give us a demonstration
I
on
believe so. Yeah.
on how to do a little bit of gardening. So y'all stay tuned and stay put, and we're going to do a little reset. So, Nat,
All right.
thank
Yeah,
you very
man.
much.
Oh boy.
Got it?
Oh yeah. It's just
Okay. Figure out where it's at. Awesome.
okay. That's right.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of chilly. We are going to sweep.
Boy, that's material in my lamp looks familiar.
Right? Best I can do with what I got.
I heard you're ready for me.
All right. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and get that up here. No, we don't.
I'm going to introduce you,
Okay.
and then I'm going to let you talk a little bit, and I'm going to go take a break.
Okay.
And,
I can handle that.
and then we can do that. So, all right. So you can scoot over just a hair more, so that way they don't.
You do know I bite.
No. You a fibber, you nibble. So this is Donna Jacobson. She is a dear friend, and she is a master gardener.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I was. I
Well-
haven't done it for a while, but I was a master gardener for several years.
Right.
They're a volunteer group that actually you call to find problems with your gardening or plants.
mhm.
We might not know all the answers, but we know where to look for the answers.
There it is. There it is. So yeah, and Donna lives with Nat on the 1750 farm. What was the name of it again, Nat?
New Upton.
New Upton Farm. So yeah, well,
It was originally a part of Boxley Plantation.
part of Boxley Plantation. So So they are there. They are trying to get that place restored. And truth be told, if anybody has any time and would like to volunteer to help, please reach out and let them know, because 1750, that's a long time, and I believe that this would be great to save this piece of history.
Yeah,
So
we've got some foundation issues that we'll need to address
Right.
here in the very near future.
okay. Yeah, definitely, I understand. I mean, after time, foundations crack and crumble, but they can be rebuilt.
A lot of its
So-
problems come from it sat for over 20 years
Right.
with no one in it.
Neglect.
Yeah, and
So-
just stuff
Well-
happens.
It's like neighbors too. If they're neglected, they deteriorate too. So let's not neglect our neighbors, and let's not neglect ourselves. Let's help each other, and let's do the best we can with what we got until we can do better. So
And that's part of what I do. I looked at this house when I bought it, that eventually it would become a sanctuary where people that need a place to stay or need help, we're there. Just like I have done pressure canning classes. Most of the things my grandparents taught to me, people nowadays
she taught
don't know how to do. And it's simple things like, people think gardens are a lot of work. I can show where they're not a lot of work, but you got to start small. Most people, when they go out to start the garden, they have all these grand plans. They go out and buy hundreds of plants, dig up acres of garden space and put them in, then all of a sudden find out weeds come in. And they don't have time to go out and weed every day. But if you start small and raise beds, you don't have those problems.
Right.
Matter of
So-
fact, one of the things I plan to talk today with your listeners is how to overwinter pepper plants. That can
Awesome.
save you money from buying plants every spring, because now, this last year, they were $5.95 a pot. Oh my stars.
Yes.
We will go through and hopefully if we do more of these channels, we'll go through on how to start your peppers, how to start onions, because seeds are cheaper than the plants, and they just, all you have to do is water them until spring.
All right. Well, Donna, I am going to turn it over to you, and I'll let you give the instructions on how to do this. I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back when she's done.
Alrighty.
Do you mind if I sit?
No, you may sit with
You
me.
are welcome to sit.
Come,
You know what?
come.
That'd be great. Quinn, come and sit and learn how to do this.
First of all, you have to get your peppers in before the frost. They are a tropical plant. They can live year-round. I have plants at home that are about 4 years old this year. Now I'm going to start with new peppers plants in the spring, only because we're remodeling the room that I usually overwinter them in. If you plan on overwintering your peppers, be prepared. You need to have them into a cool room where they can get light. They won't require much water, but you do need to go in and water them like once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to make sure you're just trying to have them stay alive and in dormant stage, which is the important part. Now, if you want to try to grow a pepper in your kitchen, say, so you can have fresh peppers for your salads during the winter, you can do that if you've got a bright sunny window or a grow lamp. You just do what I'm doing now. You prune them back, give them a little bit of reprieve, because when you dig them up out of the garden and put them in a pot, they do go through shock. And so they need time to recover. They don't like moving too well. But today we have ours in a pot just to show you how to prune them. Because it'll look pretty devastating. When I get done with this, it's only going to be a stalk that goes into a Y, and it's not going to be but about 6 to 8 inches tall. And you're doing all that. Well, that's because it goes into shock. And if it doesn't have to worry about pushing water to its leaves, it's going to push into settling its root system down, and then it'll come right on back, and you'll see the little buds come back up on, and it'll be just fine. Now, I'm going to stand for this one. I hope I don't get out of practice, but most pepper plants, when they grow up, or they have the main stem. You probably can't see this. I'll hold it like this. They have the main stem because this one's down deep in the pot. And you come up to what's called the first Y. The stems will actually go into a Y. And on this one, it's because it kind of fell over on him. It's kind of awkward, and we're going to clip this off here. As soon as I start to clip it back, you'll see where the Y's are. And this one is going to go here. That looks pretty drastic, but we're only going to take this one back a bit.
How many leaves were on that thing?
Oh, a lot of leaves. Yes, you do have a lot of leaves. And we're going to get rid of a whole lot more here in just a minute. And trim its branches back. I might leave a few leaves for it to feed the roots, but everything else is coming off on the plant. Not very difficult. Since he's got this in his greenhouse, I'm going to leave some of these on here. Normally I would take them back almost to the bare stem, but it's going right back to where it was growing. And that's what if you can see, we have the Y here, and that's basically what we're going to leave. And I want a few knobs here, so when it starts to grow back, it'll start shooting up from these areas and give you a nice big bush. Then, like I said, you just go put it in a sunny window in a cool room. An unused bedroom will work fine for this. Just shut your heat registers off and it'll stay above freezing. The plant will go dormant, and then when it comes spring, you can slowly acclimate it back to outside, start watering it regularly, and you're going to have a thriving pepper plant that you had last year. And if you liked your peppers, this goes for all peppers, not just bell peppers. It can go for jalapenos, habaneros. All of the pepper plants can be tried the same. And if you notice, not every plant produces fruit that tastes the same. So if you have your favorite peppers and you want to keep them over, that's a great way to do it. Also, another way is that you can save your own seeds. I happen to have a plethora of peppers from my hot pepper plants. Now, my husband likes hot peppers, but you know, what do you do with a half a bushel of peppers? Well, I tend to string mine and let them air dry, and then that way, if we don't use them all up comes early spring, and I'm talking about February is when I usually start my peppers, and you still got the seeds. But remember, when you start your seeds, if you're going to start seeds from peppers, they must be warm. Peppers love heat. They will not germinate under 70 degrees. They just will not. They'll sit there and the seeds will just rot and compost down into the ground. They will not germinate. So that's why you usually, when you sprout peppers, you have to have a heating pad. Or
Why would they want to become hotter?
they're a tropical plant.
I know, but they're already hot. They're spicy.
Well, they're spicy. There's a difference.
I know there is, but
If
like,
you touch a pepper, a hot pepper, it doesn't burn your finger. Now, does
I
it?
know.
But you touch a hot stove, you're going to get your finger burned.
I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, well, that's the difference. They love warm climates. They don't like excess of water. Don't overwater them because they will tend to not like that either. But that's that. And also coming up after the first year, I'm going to probably give classes on how to start onions and peppers. We're also going to next spring start up some simple canning classes, making jams and jellies, and
Jams.
yeah, and when my peppers come in, I'm definitely going to do some on how to can, especially jalapenos, because you can learn from some of my mistakes. My husband hates mushy peppers, and well, there's times when my peppers have gotten mushy, and every canning book that you ever see will say process. Now, well, we'll handle that one. Also, starting in the end of March, the first part of April, we're going to be starting up our pasture poultry. This is something we do to help bring quality food to our community. You'd be surprised on the difference that pasture-raised birds make when you cook them. The taste is different, the meat stays firmer. My birds live a happy existence until the day of processing, and even then we kill them in a humane manner. Matter of fact, they get hypnotized for the most part before the deed is done. And every day of their life, they have a fresh salad bar. They get to eat bugs, which is what chickens are supposed to do. We also raise beef. We probably won't have any slaughter beef for another year or better, because we sold off most of our young steers, and we just got enough for us this year. And matter of fact, I've sold a heifer. We raised belted Galloway, which is also an incredibly lean meat that is very healthy for you. We just that's about what we do. And if I get some help, which I'm promised, we'll probably start setting up down at the Stagecoach Flea Market in the spring with some of our produce, some of our homemade canned goods, and also start promoting our pasture poultry there also. So if you lose track of this podcast and you think you want to join in, but forget about us, look for us on Sundays starting in May. We'll probably be down at the Stagecoach setting up a table there to help. We also promote the Giving Box. Matter of fact, some of our pasture chickens we donated to the Giving Box, and to help our community. It's all about community. That's why we got the farm. That's why I garden. And also I plan to have some sewing classes maybe this winter, with both starting with some quilting. And if anybody is interested in anything else, because I was a tailor for Colonial Williamsburg for just shy of 10 years. So I've been told I'm a talented woman. I don't like to brag about my talents, but I can knit, I can crochet, and please, if anybody out
Don't let her lie to you.
if anybody out there knows how to assemble a loom, I have my rug loom that was shipped from Michigan to me. I need help to put it back together so we can get it in working order. That's my wish and dream. I wish there was a two-way conversation here and that I could answer questions. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section for Quentin, and he will get them to me and I will answer them there. I'm more than happy. I was heard they're doing it now. What's the question for me? No? Oh, okay. They'll get it to me later. I'm more than happy to help out. I also teach horseback riding and driving, so not everybody understands those concepts, but I think it's great for a young person's self-confidence to be able to get up and tell a 1,000-pound animal what to do and where to go and what they want to have happen to them. And also, it keeps them grounded in discipline, because you have to be disciplined and watch what you're doing. You can't just, and they're a living being. And I feel also animals are extremely important to learn how to love and cherish and shelter. I'm running out of things that I really want to talk about. I think we've covered most of the bases on the farm. you ever want to drive by, we live out on Harcum Road. You can see it from the road. Jeez. Go ask Quentin what else he wants to put on here. I'm running out of talking time. So, I don't really overwinter anything but peppers. And like I said, this year we're renovating a room, so we're not going to do it on there. Oh, that was all run by. Boy, yeah. I think he forgot where the camera was. And there's lots of things out here. You know, you don't have to be desperate to come to the giving box. You can come bring things to the giving box, take things away. Let's face it, when you go to a store and you buy a piece of clothing, the second you put it on, it's used. So, that,
Uh-oh.
I'm running out of things to say.
You're running out of things to say. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what did I miss?
I talked about the farm. I talked about us doing maybe some quilting classes this winter.
Ooh.
And maybe some canning demonstrations in the morning. I told them to
Oh my goodness, are you okay?
Yeah.
start looking for us at the stagecoach in May if they forget where we are or what we're doing.
Okay.
Because we're going to be starting up our pasture poultry again in the first part of April.
Yes. If anybody, excuse me. If anybody tried those chickens, please chime in and let us know. Because I tasted them, and then I tasted one from the store, and I pretty much had to spit it out. So, yeah.
It's incredibly, it's just the difference, like, taste my home raised beef.
You know,
And then you taste, first of all, I know where mine's been, and I know that they're not vaccinated, they don't get growth hormones, they don't live in overcrowded, too much
Right.
conditions. They're raised with love and care.
right. So, what did you do to my pepper plant? Holy moly.
For winter, you
Sweet.
need to repot this more. Bring it up here.
Right.
Get some potting soil for in here.
Yeah.
I know. I showed him this is where you trim it back to the Y.
Okay.
I left these up here so it'll get a little more branchy as
Okay.
it comes, and because it's still actively growing, I left the leaves there. But
Yeah.
in this shape, once you dig it up out of the garden and put it in here, you should leave it in and bring it into a sunny room where it's going to stay cool but not cold.
Gotcha.
It can't freeze.
60, 50,
Yeah.
somewhere in that vicinity,
you know,
maybe?
you're heating your house, but you shut down all the registers to that room.
I got you.
You know.
Now, and you want to make sure you water it. How many?
Once a week. You know, when you stick down your finger down to the first knuckle,
Mm-hmm.
if it's dry, it needs to be watered.
Okay.
If you stick your finger down in there and it's still moist,
Okay.
it's good to go.
All right. Sounds good. Crop duster? No? FBI spying on me, maybe? I wish they'd stop in and just say hello. Come on, guys. No, so seriously. All right, so you have quite a few animals on your farm besides chickens.
Yep.
What else have you got?
I talked about my cows. I
Okay.
talked about my horses, and I give horseback riding lessons, and how
Okay.
important I think it is for children to interact with animals because it gives them structure and discipline.
Definitely, definitely, and it also it is physical activity. So you know that's a good thing for kids to have nowadays as well, instead of just staring at a phone.
And
Hey,
it
quit staring at my
does
phone.
tend to reinforce
I'm just
rules, limitations,
yes.
and boundaries.
There's all kinds of different lessons to be learned whenever you are interacting with animals. You understand that you have to learn how to control the animal to a degree, and the animal has to trust you in order for you to be able to forward.
And there's certain
So-
things you do and don't do for
Right.
personal safety, like you don't wrap the rope around your hand when you're leading a horse because they can spook at any minute. I always talk about the terrible bumblebee. That bumblebee comes
Oh.
around and stings them on the butt. Now I know what I would do if a bumblebee stung me in the butt. So how can I expect my horse not to do the
Right.
same? And the horse jumps, pulls you off your feet, the rope tightens around your hand, and you can't let go.
Yeah, that just sounds like a bad day. So we're
Yeah.
not going to do something like that.
No.
So those are the kind of lessons that you would teach too, as well, right?
Right.
Along with how to make the horses.
How to keep them safe around the horses, how to make the horses do what they want them to, because they know a horse is like a 3-year-old child.
Okay.
It knows right from wrong, but it's going to test you.
Yeah.
Well, can I get away with it today? Like
Uh-huh.
my best lesson horse, she if you start to lose your balance, she'll stop, and if you fall off, she'll just stop and look at you and go, "Are you a fool?" And
Right.
but if she thinks she can get away with it, she's going to go right up to the barn, put it in park, and ready to eat.
and yeah, well, see, there it is. You have to instruct your students on how to instruct the horse to do what you want the horse to do.
Believe it or not, you know, the first thing I start, about the first or second lesson, I start teaching them what to do, how to fall off.
Hey, there is a proper way to fall. That is a thing. So pay attention.
Because, and as I tell everybody goes, what? I said there's always 4 things that are absolutely certain about horses. 1,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get stepped on.
Yep.
And you're going to get stepped on because the horse can't see its own feet, and you put your foot underneath it.
Yep.
So I teach them how to always turn the horse away from them, walk beside them, not in front of them.
Okay.
Okay, number 2, you can end up being bit. Usually it's because you put your fingers in between a treat that you got in your hand, or they're going after another horse and you're in the wrong spot at the right time.
Yeah. Well.
Number 3, you're going to get kicked for the same reason as number 2, is that you're in the wrong place at the right time, or they're stomping a fly and you weren't paying attention.
Right. So there's certain areas you have to avoid that for sure.
And the last one, and it's the most important one, is you're going to fall off. I don't know anybody to date that has not fallen off on a bicycle when they've learned to ride.
There it is.
And now you're adding the horse's balance along with yours. And pretty soon, one of those days, the two are not going to mesh and you're going to come off. And you need to know what to do.
There it is. And if you fall wrong, you're probably going to bruise or break something. You know? I mean, let's take, for example, the bull riders. They have to know how to fall off, because if you stay on that bull for very long, you're going to get hurt, homie. You are an annoyance to him, and he is getting rid of you as best way he knows how. And if it means hurting you, that's what he's going to do. So
Most of the time, if you watch them for any length of time, when they fall, they land on their feet and they scramble up and run for a gate.
Right, because they have learned how to fall off and
That
protect themselves.
that takes a whole another level of
Well,
stupid.
I mean, bull riding ain't exactly, training wheels on a tricycle here. But okay, all right. So you learn a little bit of the basics on what to do, on how to handle the horse. Now, what kinds of things would you be able to teach somebody to do with the horse? To walk, run, gallop?
Yeah.
Jump cliffs? I mean, what are you talking about here?
Pretty much all.
Okay, so
I start off, if a student stays with me long enough, they'll know how to ride any horse with hair. They learn to ride bareback, they learn trails, they learn how to show, they learn how to jump, they learn how to drive. Because when you get in with horses, it's like you ask somebody, well, what do you plan on doing? I just want to ride. Well,
Okay.
that can be boring, or,
do you want to
I've
ride
had
fast? Do you want to ride slow? Do you want to ride trails? Do you want to ride on the highway? I mean, what you trying to do?
Right, and there's so many different ways to ride. And I've done everything but rope cattle. I've never roped them. I've done team penning. Now that was cool. That
Oh
was
my,
fun.
okay.
But you got Western. You've got
These are different styles of
these
riding.
are styles.
Okay, so
Western is like just like it says, like with the Western saddle, like the cowboys, and
Yeah. Okay.
There's different variations in Western, like you've got reining, you have
Okay.
dressage, you have pleasure. You know, each has its own just like I start off usually teaching English because English will develop your legs better.
Okay.
And a person who can ride English can ride Western, but not all Western riders can ride English.
Okay.
Now I say
okay.
not all, some do, you know.
Right. Right.
I'm one of them, but they don't have the muscles in their legs. And under English, that's a whole different misdemeanor in itself. That's a whole substitute. You have dressage, you have hunters, you have eventers, you have saddle seat horses, you know, all different but the same.
Now you were saying that you have that it's going to strengthen the muscles in your legs. What kind of shape do you have to be in to get started? I mean, just in general. I mean, can you teach small children, like maybe 10, 12 years old? Would you be able to teach them? I mean, okay.
I do that. And you say, what kind of strength? Well, there's some handicapped people who can get up and ride. You know, they got the therapy programs, and that just requires more people. I couldn't do it now because it's just me.
Okay.
Because when you do somebody with...
But there are some facilities that...
Yes, when you do somebody with a handicap on the ground beside the rider to keep them safe in case they just accidentally lose their balance, and they'll keep them from a fall.
Right.
My horses are capable of doing that, but like I said, it takes the personnel.
Gotcha. Okay, but still, all right. So I mean, you know, you don't have to be some, you know, marathon runner or something, right? You can just be average person.
You will learn how to strengthen your legs, and you will feel the muscles that you need to strengthen after that day one.
I got you. Okay.
I tell, and everybody goes, I normally per session, and they go, well, how long is a session? I'm going, do you see a watch on this arm?
There it is.
We go until we feel you've had enough, or I think you've had enough.
Or the horse gets aggravated.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, my lessons all include, now see, I don't teach just riding.
Okay.
That's a misdemeanor. I do not teach riding. I used to be a commercial riding instructor, and I didn't like it because I have all these girls and boys that come and was learning to ride, and they all have aspirations of owning their own animal. Well, they have no idea what that is about because they arrive there, the horse is tacked up, they go out, they know how to adjust their stirrups and climb on, they know how to go out there and walk, trot, canter, and jump, and all this stuff, but they have no idea what it takes to take care of the horse.
Behind the scenes.
So with me, they go out, day one, catch their own animal.
Okay.
Bring it in. I show them how to groom, how to pick their feet.
Okay.
I demonstrate how to put on the saddle, but at the end of the lesson, they take the saddle off, they brush the horse up.
Okay.
And they go out, and that's how you start to learn everything about it.
So what it actually takes from start to finish, from the time you bring the horse in to the time you let the horse go back to the field.
Right.
That's what you're teaching these people.
Until, now see, what happens with that, the first ones are usually about an hour long because the riding time is very short.
Gotcha.
Because they won't be able to handle it.
Right. Well,
Now,
I mean, you know.
With mine, once they gain confidence of going out and getting their horse and being able to tack it up, and then I meet them out in the field. I don't go in with all that stuff. I'll just say, go get your horse. Because once they start to a certain level, when they get there, that is their animal.
Gotcha.
They are responsible for its care, its grooming, making sure the gates are closed.
Okay.
Making sure they don't get loose, because guess what? They get loose,
You got to go get them.
they go and get them. Yep.
There it is. You got to learn a little bit of responsibility with it too.
And I've had students that would get slack about that and just, out there, because my girls all stand real well.
Right.
And I'll come up and smack the horse in the butt, and the horse takes off. And they have to go and catch it.
There it
They
is.
don't make that mistake of dropping the reins again.
Nice.
you, this is in the enclosure, but you know that they
Still.
can still be a little bit of a snot, and it's just enough
Well,
to
I mean,
go,
you know,
"Oh,
what if they run into that problem out in nature? What if they go trail riding and they're the only one out there and they just lay the reins down and the thing gets bit by the bee?
they're going
Where's
to
it
be walking
going?
home."
They're going to have to go find their horse or walk home, one of the two, because typically the horse would probably start heading back home. Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Yep.
that? I mean, that's
They're
a thing.
they're generally creatures of habit.
Okay. So
Generally creatures of habit.
so what else? You do is it carriage? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is that?
Actually, I do combined driving. It's where I have a 4-wheel vehicle,
Okay.
and they go through and it's a series, it's based on eventing, which is a 3-day event
Mhm.
over fences and with dressage.
Mhm.
And that has a dressage section for horses and harness. Then you have a cone section, it's like the show jumping.
Okay.
And then you have a cross country section. That's the cool part.
What's that one all about?
Oh, it's all on time and going through obstacles. I've taken my carriage up over an 8-inch log. Yeehaw!
Mercy.
And if they want to look more about driving, they can look up on YouTube on FEI. That's Fédération of Equestrian stuff. And I should know it. My mind just went. See right here, the World FEI. I was a steward for the FEI for driving,
Okay.
and you can see the driving, and it's terribly exciting. But also, driving is more dangerous than riding,
Okay.
because when you're riding, you have your seat, your legs. As long as you keep a leg on either side, you can eventually get control of your horse and steer it and stop it.
Okay. Okay.
When you're in a carriage, you only have your hands, your voice, and a whip.
Okay. Now, okay. So what does each one of those do?
Well, you know, I can steer, but if a horse is spooked and is bolted in carriage, you can't stop him right away.
Gotcha.
You know, and you're going to pray that you can keep him on a track where the carriage won't flip. Because if you flip the carriage, there's
Right.
only one way to come out of a carriage.
Um,
That's on your head.
I was fixing to say, carefully.
Trust me, I've
Right.
been in one, and I inspected the bottom side of my carriage in a way I don't ever care to inspect it again.
Yeah. Nice, nice. All right, so reins can give you some direction here. So what?
Yep. The
what kind
whip helps them teach the horse to bend.
of? Okay,
It's not a thing for punishment. You don't sit there and go yeehaw with the reins.
that's in the movies.
That's
right?
in the movies. That's
Yeah.
only in the movies. You start to do that, and mine would probably give you
mean-
a case of hoof and mouth.
Well, I mean, you know, somebody starts whipping me, I'm gonna get a little bit excited too. All right. So, what kind of verbal commands would you be trying to give the horse? What about this yee and haw and all this other stuff? Is that what is that?
No.
What is that?
Some people train their horses to that G and haw, so the horse has a verbal stimuli to which way it's going to turn.
Okay.
Okay, but being that most of when I'm driving in combined driving, I'm doing it at a high rate of speed.
Okay.
You know, I'm usually at a gallop.
Okay.
And I'll give a little twitch on one side or the other, and I'll go turn, turn. And when they hear turn, turn, they know they're going to be turning hard.
That's their signal.
That's their signal
Okay.
to dig and turn.
Okay.
If it's just a gentle turn, I'll just put a little extra pressure on one side.
Okay.
And
I gotcha.
when they're standing, the reins are slack. They know nothing's going to happen till I pick up the reins, and I'll twitch one side, and I'll tell them walking. I don't say walk, because walk and whoa are too close.
Yeah.
And also, I give them the command of, like, I'm going to change my speed. I'm going to go from a walk to a trot.
Okay.
And I'll give that little twitch of the reins again. That's like a pre-signal. It's like kind of like, pay attention, something's going to change. And they go, okay. And I'll say their name, and I'll give them the command as a command, like trot.
Okay. Okay.
And then if I need to go faster, I'll go say my horse's name, which is, let's just use Troy. I'll go, Troy,
Okay.
canter. And
Okay.
he knows he's supposed to pick up the canter at that point.
I got you.
You know,
Okay.
because that's all been taught for him. I don't Generally, the whip is to keep them calm because I'll drag it back and forth across their back to calm
Gotcha.
them down.
Gotcha.
Or I'll tap them a little bit on the side, and
Okay.
they'll know to bend a little bit more. We're going to put more. That's more in for dressage,
I got you.
where they got to keep in the frame and look pretty.
Now you mentioned you have a horse named Troy.
Yep.
How long have you owned Troy?
Let's see, over 20 years.
Okay, so wow, I didn't know horses lived. How long do horses normally live roughly?
Well, with me, they lived to in about the early 30s.
Holy moly. Okay. All right. So I learned something else new today. Boy, I'm learning all kinds of stuff. So in hang on a minute. What is that?
I think can I pop in?
Yeah, come on in. Come on in, join the conversation. Here, I'll
I'm
scoot
going to
over a
go
little
get
bit.
me a drink of water. Here, I'm going to step out for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I had
Go
my
get you a
asthma's,
drink.
my asthma's flaring up today,
get you a drink.
and I'm going to leave it over to this wonderful lady here.
We're gonna set up so when you do wanna join again, there'll be a chair for you.
Yeah, come back in a few minutes. We'll talk some more about horses.
Horses, I miss the horsies.
Yeah, we've been talking about some
You
horses.
can sit in
and
the
stuff.
chair till she comes back.
Hello, honey.
I know, which is funny because you didn't want to at
I
first,
know.
guys.
Just
He's-
one viewer.
Just one viewer.
Awesome. Thank you, Fred.
Huh?
Yeah, you lost that
You
one.
got one viewer.
Here the whole time.
So Donna's been talking about their farmhouse a little bit and how she's been trying
Man,
to
I
get
felt
horses.
so bad, sweetie. I didn't mean for that to happen. All I did was light it and she
Wow,
was way
I've
over
been learning
there.
some new stuff.
Oh, I cannot, like I was saying earlier, I can't wait for Donna to teach me
How in the world
canning,
is
more
Karen
about
supposed to
gardening,
live with them and
and
she's
of course
not?
horses. Honestly, out here,
Oh, that's what I was
took a
just
little
doing.
break
Look
and
how
went
far
over
away
to
she was.
That makes
the
sure she's
field
not around.
next to
You
the
see what I'm
horses.
saying?
Yes.
Horses.
But she still gotta go in the
It's gonna
house.
take a
That's
while.
on her
I'm sorry.
breath.
I was
That's
a
on
city
her
girl
clothes.
originally,
It's
so I
on her
see you and
hand.
I'm like, horses.
That's gonna become a problem. I see it
Oh,
coming already.
Well, look, now you
That's
know
what I
Donna,
just
so
told her.
you
She
can
better
go
think
and
about
visit
what
the
she's
horses
doing.
Whenever you feel like.
I believe I'll be there often.
Sometimes the grass may
Quite
not be
often.
green
Well,
on the
I
other
mean,
side.
But
Look, it's a good de-stress, good way to just, get your mind off of certain things, and, that'll be that.
now,
It's like, oh my God, she's
at
scared
our
the crap out of
farm,
me.
we've got chickens. We had bantams, but unfortunately our bantams got eaten by something. So we have dogs. What else do we have?
Beard dragons, pigs,
Mini pigs.
a
Okay.
turtle,
You have mini pigs or they're small pigs?
mini pigs.
So you have got a lot of pigs. You got mini pigs.
No, mini, M-I-N-I.
They got
actually,
three. Ain't it three?
Victor, the
You got
13-year-old,
three, right?
has claimed one of them as his daughter. And the
Okay,
other two, those are his daughters.
okay.
And his daughters have the most personality. Oh my goodness. What?
So Quinn, what do you do to
Not
take care of the
right
pigs?
this minute.
What are your chores normally whenever you're taking care of
Thank
the
you.
Them and water them.
pigs? Okay, what kind of things do you feed them?
Like anything.
Well,
They'll
okay,
eat anything.
well,
What do we normally feed them? We feed them the produce.
Yeah,
that-
we feed them produce.
The produce from the food bank that no human wants.
Did you give them that pumpkin I gave you the
Some
other
of
We
day?
did give them pumpkin recently. They love some pumpkin.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
like
get them some more
yeah, fresh
pumpkins.
produce doesn't really have as much,
They need to be shaved.
preserving,
No.
it doesn't last very long. So, fresh foods will spoil, and occasionally, you get that donated,
Yeah.
because, sometimes it takes time to get certain things there, but,
And sometimes it doesn't make it to, it's not that it was in our possession and then it started going.
left it in the
south.
fridge.
No, it's more like people couldn't have it. The raspberries are too beaten up. And raspberries turn to mush. The greens are yellow, but the
Right.
girls are happy to eat all that.
Right.
So, I think back in the day, pigs used to be the garbage disposals of the farm.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they'll eat everything, but, well, I don't know what.
They
What-
won't eat
what-
flat.
Well, hold on.
They
Okay.
spit out the
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Which one eats more different things, a pig or a goat? Y'all put that in the comments. Anybody that's watching, y'all put it in the comments.
I
What-
think goats have a stronger ability because goats can eat things that would make a human break out.
Oh my,
They can eat poison ivy and any of those things, poison sumac, poison ivy.
yummy.
And actually, only reason I know about this
He
is
said
I
yummy.
love goats. I just don't have any.
Uh-huh.
And they actually have where you can rent goats to come to your area,
I've
and they
seen
will
that.
eat.
Everything
They will go
in
in and
sight.
eat all the poison ivy and all those things, so that a human doesn't have to go out there and break out from, because you know you can break out from touching it, you can break out from
Yes.
fire on it, and I'm one of those people who's highly allergic. I have had poison ivy, poison sumac, and poison oak, and they're all different how they react to you. And I'm one of those people who've had it, so I found it fascinating that you can take and rent them to go out there and eat them.
Well, be careful. There is
For me.
poison ivy in the woods around here, so
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you just be
Um,
careful there.
But with the just think of them as they have much in common with humans when it
Mhm.
comes to their parts of their physiology.
Yeah. I
So
think we did.
I
we
feed
used to
them
get
like
insulin, right?
vegetarian humans.
Okay. Okay. Vegetarian humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will give them. They can be dried or fresh. I will give them beans. I will give
I am
them
going to check out the store.
any greenery that I get. But yeah, they do have personalities.
Okay.
So certain foods they don't like. So it depends on the individual though. So one of our girls, his daughter Wilma loves green peppers and will tear
Okay.
them up. And the other girls, especially I would say Betty, she's a Juliana, and if you don't know what that is, they're Dalmatian spotted,
Okay.
and they are very tiny. So she's still about 100 pounds.
Okay.
But she likes sweets. When I got her, she named Betty after Betty and Veronica.
Okay.
So Betty was being kept in a house, a townhouse in Virginia Beach.
Oh.
She was too big for that. But the lady had had her since she was 6 weeks old. And she just wanted her to have friends and be able to be somewhere else.
Okay.
So we went and we got her, and we already had Wilma and Carolina, his daughters. They are black pigs. I'm not sure exactly what they are. Almost all the animals have been rescued.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
I
Yeah,
got you.
all
Okay.
of our animals are usually rescued.
Right, so they come with their own names. So Carolina and Wilma, that's just the names they came with. Then they said Wilma, and I took a while to go, why does Wilma? She said, because it sounded like a pig name. And I realized because of Wilbur.
Ah.
Wilbur and Wilma. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
You just
So
say it.
anyway, Betty was being fed canned corn, radishes, fresh berries,
Actually, those are fine.
and apples, and
Okay.
that was her whole diet, which is not the most balanced diet for her.
No,
Well,
But
no,
they didn't know. They didn't
because
know.
you gotta have like you gotta have your grades in it. Like they love bread. You can give them some sweets. You also always have
Yeah.
to give them veggies.
Don't give them a ton of sweets, but we do give them some sweets.
Yeah,
Because
they,
they're like humans. They
they
want
love
sweet.
cupcakes.
But
Literally.
Betty has a sweet tooth.
Uh-oh.
So if I give Betty multiple choices,
Mhm.
she's gonna leave. She's gotten to the point where
Yeah.
if I offer her one thing and she sees that there's other food, she's like, I'm not eating that yet.
Mm.
You're gonna give me that one.
She eats
You want
them
avocado?
later, though.
You got an avocado? I'll take that. She'll eat that, and then she'll leave the other stuff behind.
And then she'll eat it later.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, our guest Donna and them are going to
I
go
do need
ahead
to go
and
speak to the
take
president.
off.
I'll be right back.
So
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. she's not feeling well yet anymore. She had a little bit of a allergic reaction a while ago.
Yeah, she was hacking at that already.
Leave it to kids, right? Yeah. So we'll talk about that later. What other kind of chores do y'all do around your farm there? Well, y'all got pigs, all right? Y'all
Yeah.
got chickens. What do you do with the chickens?
With the chickens, we usually just give them bread.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
do like they also eat, you know those fried onions that come in a little packs?
Okay.
They eat those, they love those. They'll eat a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They'll eat only like the most far gone bananas you've ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you know how a banana is about like this thick?
Uh-huh.
And,
Okay, cool.
well, imagine if about this much was bush.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that much thick.
Okay. Okay.
Work. Just
Yeah.
mush. Utter mush.
They love that, huh?
Yeah, they love it.
Nice. Do they lay eggs?
They lay eggs, but we can't find them.
Oh my goodness.
They lay in the woods. They lay.
The rooster,
It's
he's a
random
nice
plant.
rooster. He's a big rooster.
Stop talking about roosters.
Hey.
What the rooster eat? What you give the rooster?
Well, we give him stuff, but then he gives it to his head.
What?
We give the rooster stuff, then he gives it to his head.
The rooster shares with the hens. Okay.
Oh,
okay. I
okay.
got you. All right. So what other kind of? You said you had what? Mustached lizards or something?
Guinea pig,
No. What you got? What did
Turtle.
you call it?
Bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon.
bearded dragon.
Right.
Mustache. Where'd you get that
I don't
from?
know, man. Hey, look, I'm asking you.
He
So,
said, "Where
tell
did
me
you
about these
get
bearded
that
dragons.
from?"
What do you? How many you got?
4.
4. Okay.
One of the butthead, so we're planning to give
We
it
got
away.
few viewers.
Okay. Why is that one a butthead?
Yeah, but I
just
answer.
Bites
When
and
they
hits
say-
it when you
Okay,
try to feed
cool.
it or pet it.
Okay.
So,
So
like
what do you feed
how about
these?
that?
What do you feed
Phone
the
number.
bearded dragons?
Oh, you can't feed a
you know,
bunch because like
Cool.
how to,
it's like
and
everything.
Yeah.
I'll write down on
You
the,
can't
what
feed
their
them
questions
spinach.
are.
Right.
So,
We mainly feed them
Cool.
like collards, dried mealworms.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they love those.
Okay.
And we feed them some fresh fruits too. Like they like strawberries.
Do that.
Cut strawberries.
Oh, okay. All right. So how do you take care of? I mean, what do you have them in a cage, or you got them in
Cages.
cages? Okay. All right. So what else do you have there?
Guinea pigs.
Okay. What do guinea pigs eat?
They love the tall grasses from outside,
Uh huh.
and they eat. They're vegetarians, so they'll only eat like fruits and stuff.
Okay.
And
How
then
many
you
of the-
just got a new member,
How many of them you got?
the
Uh,
turtle.
We got. Tell me a what?
Guinea pigs.
2.
You only got 2 guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything else? Any other?
Turtle.
You got a turtle.
Yeah, just got it.
Okay.
I used to have a turtle named.
It's a snapping
How big?
turtle.
Ain't no snapping turtle.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think he's a snapping turtle. He's only. Right now he's 4 inches across, but he cannot be a snapping turtle. What are you saying?
I'm saying burger size.
Burger size.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not
about
burger
his
size,
shape.
that's
He's like a
slider size.
thin McDonald's burger. Like
So he's a baby.
He's closer to a slider, actually, I'd say.
Oh my goodness.
maybe.
Okay.
That's a snapping turtle. You can tell
So
by
that's
the
all
colors.
they
You know they got that yellow around the mouth and orange.
Yeah.
That's a snapping turtle.
Sphincters at all? No snakes.
No.
But I think
any
it was
camels?
raised in the house.
Why
They
would
must
I
have found it
camels?
when
I
it
don't
was
know,
a
man.
baby.
Maybe you got a farm.
They
You
kept
can have
feeding
all kinds.
it
You got
and
emus?
taking care of it.
No emus, no oysters.
No.
Because if not, they
You ever
bite.
seen an oyster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They get a
See
good
their
grip too.
Yeah.
massive.
They're huge.
I had a friend.
Good.
She was stupid as hell. She's like,
Like
oh, the poor
dozen
turtle, poor
eggs.
turtle. Mwah, mwah. And,
It is.
and one of those mwah, that turtle went,
All right.
yeah. It was
So,
hanging on from her lip and she
what
was
time do we have,
screaming
sister?
like a wild woman.
What time is it right now?
She never played
I don't
with a
even
turtle
know.
again.
I've been talking on this thing.
127.
Holy moly!
That's all right. We're doing good, baby.
Hey Mary,
Yes,
will
sir.
you go ask them where the pizza's at, man? I
Yeah.
thought the pizza was supposed to be
That's
at
right.
1.
That-
Let's go.
Ma'am, you
3
late,
3
you
hours,
fired.
28 minutes.
Hey,
Ma'am, you late, you fired.
somebody's supposed to be picking up some pizzas, homie.
Fido got pizza soon.
Whoa! No, we're not gonna be violent.
Oh,
No, there's different ways to handle that. You know that. You're smart. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Well, chugging contest. I got you. So what do you think about all this, Quinn? Think we're
I
gonna be
don't
able
know
to?
what else to say to you.
Do you think we're gonna be able to help some neighbors?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, Here comes your mom. Alright.
Okay, guys. So this is like a 2-minute conversation. Let me just have a conversation with everybody at once. Okay. So Miss Mary just pointed out to me, because I need a Mary in my life to remind me of what the heck I'm doing. It's time to go get the pizza that Sal so lovingly gave us, and to go to Bubba and get the burger too. So
Awesome
we're
sauce.
gonna go pick up the food. So lunch will be here. So I won't be here to talk, but thank you guys so much. And if you're still doing it when I come back, then I'll hop back up here and show y'all how delicious the pizza is.
Awesome sauce.
All right, guys. We'll be
Thank you,
back.
Tanya.
You got boys?
Yeah, we're good.
Victor,
See
you
y'all
gonna
in a
get up
little
here and talk too?
Stop letting your hair go by.
Nope.
Awesome. All right. Well, you say it was 135,
129.
129. All right, I think we're going to go for about 30 more minutes, and then I think we're going to shut her down. So,
Okay.
y'all hang on just.
Sounds is under management. Apparently the food's the best.
Mary, you want to come back in and talk some more? Or we good? We good. Okay. All right. Well,
Thank you for coming.
don't mind.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely.
Victor, don't you want to go up there and talk and tell what you do too? Your good deeds? Because you're a hard-working boy. I know you
No,
are.
we're not fixing the pot because you're fixing to trade places with me. Victor's fixing to come sit in this chair with me. So, Victor, thank you. And I thank you for being on the live stream, Quinn. Come back when you can talk more. Have a seat, Victor.
That's good, little
All
butt.
right. This is the quiet one. He don't talk much, so it's okay. Right? All right. So,
He will. You just gotta ask him the right questions,
Yeah.
and he'll open right up to you.
So, you've been around
It's gotta be
all the
interesting.
whole time this morning.
Otherwise,
What do you
you
think
won't
about the
care
game?
It's good.
Yeah? Yeah? You think we're going to be able to help some neighbors out?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool beans. I have no idea what to ask you. You got any questions? See there. Alright, so we're gonna have to be real creative. So Victor, I gave you guys a couple books the other day. Have y'all finished reading them yet?
He starts running. He goes into coffee.
Yeah, you've been pretty
Were
busy.
you running
recently.
again
I think
in
we've all been
coffee?
pretty busy recently. So,
Is that what happened? Ran too fast.
okay. You're not supposed to eat the dust, Quinn. Silly.
You try to run too fast.
Uh-huh. Gracious life. So. I'm running out of things to talk about.
Hey, where did you get these pretty blue drums with the slot in them? Or
Well-
did you cut the slots in them?
The barrels over there are water. Well, actually, they are. I think they had like a corn syrup or something in them. Something like that is what it was. So I bought them from a guy off of Craigslist a while back. And so I was watching a YouTube video on how to convert them into a planter. So what you do is you cut the top off, all right, and then you go around the outside and use like a sawzall or a grinder or something. And you cut a bunch of 3 or 4 inch long slits, and then you take a torch and you'll heat up a circular area. And so what I did then was, after I got it warm to where the plastic would move,
Right.
I took a wine bottle with a tapered V-neck on it, and I pushed it in there and made a little pocket.
Yeah, it came out cool.
So, and I put probably 30 or 40 of those little slits on that thing. So,
It came out nice. I was looking at it. I thought that was neat.
yeah, it's just a homemade planter.
Came out neat.
So, but
Lord have mercy.
Hot. Um. So what do you do as far as chores with the animals, Victor?
I mostly feed and water them.
Okay. So which animals do you normally feed?
Well, I usually feed like 2 of the lizards,
Okay.
guinea pigs,
Okay.
pigs and chickens.
Okay. How much water does a guinea pig drink in a day?
I don't really know. I've never really monitored it, but like they have like a watering thing this big,
Okay.
and they run out of it like 1 or 2 weeks. So,
Okay. Okay. I got you. So they don't drink a whole lot of water during the day.
no,
Okay.
I mean they're pretty small animals.
Fair enough. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what else to ask you, Victor. So, I thank you for your time and appreciate you coming in for the live stream. So, all right. Well, we are going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. I'm just going to go ahead and do a brief summary of everything. This is the giving box. We are located at 9083 Davenport Road, Gloucester, Virginia, 23061. You can send correspondence there, or you can come by and visit. We'll be receiving donations during daylight hours. You are welcome to come and pick up items during daylight, or if the light's on in the evening times during winter, because I know it gets dark early. We will take most any items, legal items for sure. Like, we cannot accept anything like tobacco products or firearms or prescription medicines or illegal drugs like fentanyl or meth. We can't take none of that stuff, okay? So, we are looking for certain items since winter is coming. We do want to focus on items like hats and scarves and gloves and winter coats and long sleeve shirts, thick button-up shirts that guys can work in outside and stuff like that. You know, we can definitely use all manner of food. I've got the freezer going. I've got the dry storage going. We've got a refrigerator here. So, you know, we just let me know if you've got it, come on by with it. You know, if you need it, come and get it. We can also use toiletries like toothpaste and deodorant, self-care items, soaps, shampoos, conditioners. We've got some stuff. And we've got some of the pamper items that, like, you can, like hair dyes and a little bit of makeup and, you know, some lotions, a little bit here and there. But we can also use, you know, bed and bath items. We've got, you know, a few like shower curtains and some linens. We also have senior adult briefs, the disposable briefs, and the pads and stuff that go up underneath them and stuff like that. They go to help keep everything going clean. we'll be taking lawn and garden items. We do have the seed exchanger here. I'm still getting it set up to where we can change out seeds and, you know, swap. Like somebody might want pumpkins and somebody might want cucumbers, and they can swap seeds or something, really, you know, and we'll get that situated. I'm going to get the bulletin board put up so that way we can trade notes and stuff. And I've still, you know, like I say, I've got the interactive camera that if I'm not here, I can interact with you if need be. So I do get notifications of that whenever it's activated, and we've got already all kinds of donations here. So if you know somebody that needs anything, please send them this way. If I don't have it, then we will go somewhere and we will try our best to find it. We've also got Tanya at the Nifty Thrifty, and that's the thrift shop down on 17 going south, right next to Franktronics on the right hand side. It's in Hayes, just south of Gloucester, but before you get to the bridge. The phone numbers and address should be put in the comments there. I don't have that information in front of me right at the moment, but that's okay. We'll make sure we get that situated for you guys. There's a couple different links that we are going to try to put in there. Guys, I'll have to get with everybody, and I'll make sure that I get all of those links added to the description here, so that way, if you want to check out some other places, you are more than welcome. Let's see, what else do I need to go over? I don't know. Well, I guess a big shout out to everybody that has donated and everybody that has helped. You know, I mean, I couldn't have done this without you guys. I couldn't have done this without your support. I couldn't have done this without, you know, without all of you. So, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the help and all the volunteer work, and y'all just keep being good neighbors. And if you need anything, please reach out to me or reach out to the Nifty Thrifty. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any concerns, or you know, if you just want to come by and say hello, stop by and say hello.
Quinn's a good guy. You'll always want to stop by and say hello.
Leave it to the blunt one. All right. So, how many we got watching right now? Just a couple of people? Okay. How many thumbs up did we get on this one? Can you tell? No? Okay. No worries. All right. So, I think I'm going to get ready to go ahead and wrap this up.
This phone?
Let me see that real quick. All right, 2 still watching and 3 likes. Okay. Nice. Well, nice, baby. Well, I guess if nobody else has any questions, then we're going to go ahead and shut down the live stream. And y'all be good neighbors. So, this is your Davenport Road Mad Scientist. We are getting ready to sign off. So, my assistant will be stopping the video stream here in just about 3, 2, 1.